so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly
streaming,
and the rockets rattled there, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You thought it was done. It's not done. For today is the day, above all days, that we will enjoy this day. For we have not more than one day. For today is the day that we will sing.
And the rockets right there, the bombs
Turn my mic up.
Tiger Man, how we doing? Wilson, how we feeling? Flag was
still there.
we'll see does that star-spangled banner yet wave
O'er
of the free and the
This is Derek O'Shea Show.
Welcome to the revolution.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Oh my gosh, you almost see this side of me. Oh, clean. Clean as you know what. Wilson, how we feeling? What are we talking about here? Looks like some reason troops are being distributed to the continental U.S. Significant numbers have been in the past 40 hours, heading to SoCal, Minneapolis, and Cincinnati. Why those areas? Why did he say those areas? Why Cincinnati? Why Minneapolis? SoCal makes sense for SoCon, but not trying to poach on your stream, Eric. Dude, don't worry about poaching. No, this is a community, dude. There's no such thing as poaching my stream. This is all about community. If you don't feel like you're a part of this stream as much as I'm a part of this stream, then I'm not doing a good job. Check out Monkey Works. All right, I'm gonna look him up right now. Mankey Works. Tiger Man, how we feeling? How you guys doing? Big chest move coming. Is this a 13-minute special? Oh, I'm already looking at the face of him. He looks very interesting. Okay. Cool. Are we talking about the big chest move coming? I'm curious what you are referring to. But anyways, I got a bunch of stuff to go through. Doing good? Good. Let me get my coffee. I just made some coffee. I'm going to get coffee. I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I'm just going to get my coffee. Everyone just relax.
Hey guys, if you want to support my show, you gotta buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. I'd greatly appreciate it. You can support my show by $3 a month, be a member, or if you just want to give me some individual support, which I greatly appreciate, you can go ahead and do that down there, boy. I would greatly appreciate it. Go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. The guy sucks, but you should support him.
All right, I'm back. You know, does anybody else do afternoon cups of coffee? Am I the only one that does afternoon cups? Get in the chat, tell me. Tell me if you're an afternoon cup of coffee type of person. Also, tell me if you want to look at some videos from that guy, Monkey Works or whatever. How we doing? It's Thursday. I hope you guys are feeling good. Feeling good on a Thursday. Doing good, man. That's the number one. Not sure why they're heading to those cities, but that he shows the flights leaving Fort Bliss going to those cities. Weird. Is there? I mean, you were a military dude. Is there like training centers in those two areas? Winter, Cincinnati makes no sense. Maybe Houday. They want to make sure they win the Super Bowl this year. Let me show you something weird to start off the show with. Nikon. This Nikon photo competition shows us what an ant's face looks up close up, and it's straight out of a horror movie, says Insider. But look at this freaking face. That is an ant's face. Oh my God. If I only drink early in the day, then coffee. Okay, same. Yeah, I drink my coffee pretty earlier on. I hope you guys, are you guys like live during, this is my first time going live at 5 p.m. Eastern. YouTube's like, everyone's available to hang out at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'm like, okay. But look at this freaking face, dude. That looks like an angry dog. What politician looks like that? Can you think of any politicians? Yeah, SoCal, not sure the other two, but sending many troops at once is pretty suspicious. That is kind of maybe they're going for some more diversity and inclusion training. That is weird. I can never tell like with like troop deployment and troop movement and stuff like that, and same with like vehicles being moved, if it's like conspiracy or something to actually freak out about. You know what I mean? It's like when you see somebody filming a train that has like a bunch of tanks on it, they're like, "What's going on, dude?" It's like nothing's going on. They're just moving stuff around. But I can never tell if you never know. It's hard to. But that is interesting though. It's ramped up like crazy in the past month. That makes sense though. I mean, if you're not paying attention, that wouldn't make any sense, right? But because you're like a part of this channel, you're a part of other channels and stuff like that, the troops being deployed like that, like in all those areas, or just for training or just movement and stuff like that, it makes sense because of the imminent talk of World War III. I mean, there's like so much going on, and you have North Korea talking about firing a first nuke test. Then you have China constantly talking about Taiwan, the one China policy, and how they, their president just reaffirmed his power. And then you have Russia talking about using nukes, and like these people that think Ukraine is just going to win. Speaking as Ukraine goes down, or Ukraine information, this just came out with Ukraine. The U.S. lawmakers, according to NBC, are discussing passing a $50 billion package to Ukraine by the end of January. $50 billion. 50 flipping billion dollars. 50 billion. Because I think that because they're worried that if Republicans get in, they're not going to get their money, as if Republicans are going to finally become fiscally conservative all of a sudden. It's like, yeah, right, dude. I'm sure they're like, we're not about this $50 billion package. We'll give you $40 billion. All right. Because we're conservative. With the election on the horizon, nothing's ever surprised me. I know. Oh, and don't take my word for it. This is disclosed. I like this guy. I follow him. And of course, Right to Bear memes. It's not funny. It's freaking not funny, guys. It's abusive and not funny. Kickbacks will be good this year. Yeah, it certainly seems that way, isn't it? It's going to take generations to pay off all this. It's amazing how many people do not realize that, you know? And it's amazing how many people have no idea how money works. Like I just posted a video a second ago, like on one of my YouTube shorts about how like the government creates inflation. And yes, of course, there's corporate greed. Of course, that's a part of it. Like let's not act like it's all corporations. That's what like the left likes to do. They called me they said don't scapegoat, making it all about the government creating inflation, which they do. But it's like an all encompassing thing. When are we gonna like learn to be more nuanced about stuff? And just like put it all together. Maybe it's a little bit of corporate greed, but it's especially a lot of government spending and changing the numbers and putting more into circulation and all that kind of crap. Oh, freaking kickbacks, dude. But I have a lot of fun stories to come up with, but still nobody can think of any politicians this look like. Who does this look like? Nancy Pelosi. Just kidding. All right. There is this crazy story also that just came out about a woman charged of freeing a swarm of bees on deputies. I don't know. It's so, dude, we live in such an insane time.
Really unusual.
I hope every single one of you guys know that. Make sure to drop a like on this stupid video and all that stuff too, because that's what YouTube cares about. Even if you don't like the video. All right, here we go. Here is this insane video. Here we go.
Well, story out of Western Massachusetts that has everybody buzzing.
Yeah, a woman using thousands of bees to try to thwart an eviction.
Erica Ritchie joining us now live in studio with more on how police responded to this.
All right, guys, certainly not something you see every day. A deputy in the Hampton County Sheriff's Office actually said he's never seen anything like this in all of his years in law enforcement. So it began while the homeowner was in court trying to delay his eviction. That's when investigators say Rory Woods drove up to the property. Take a look at this trailer attached to her FUV full of beehives.
She started to open up crates and release bees.
All right, so officers were at this address in Long Meadow, that's out in Western Massachusetts, attempting to enforce an eviction when 55-year-old Rory Woods of Hadley unleashed the bees. Now, Woods doesn't live at this house. Investigators don't even know why she was there, only that she was upset enough to smash a lid and flip a hive, causing the bees to swarm the officers and panic neighbors in that neighborhood with kids.
They have some children that have, allergies to bees, and, there was thousands of bees that were circulating in the air.
All right, can you imagine that? Check this out, though. Woods apparently came prepared. She is donned here in a full professional beekeeper suit. Didn't protect her from the law, though. She was arrested and charged with several counts of assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. Of course, that was the bees, and disorderly conduct as well. Several officers were stung on scene. Guys, everyone is expected to be okay, though. Live in studio, Erica Ritchie, 12 News.
Really?
What would you do in that situation? Would you swarm? Would you unleash the hell? Wilson, are you talking about this video? Is this what you're talking about?
Okay. And I want to share that
Talking
with
about
you
this one?
because it's going to be a data point, and I'll probably say this quite a bit. And at the end of it all, you probably will be glad that I said data point quite a bit. But there's something I've discovered that is a little unnerving, and I ran across it primarily in my sit rep this morning when it
I like that he has a little live thing on the top left corner. I like
caught
that.
my attention. And so I want to go back, and I just want to look at the last 2 days. Now, for those who've been following me for a while, you guys, I've probably mentioned to you in the past, on the Myers-Briggs scale, I'm an ENFJ, and I'm pretty much even across the board, which means my spidey senses are usually pretty spot on. I don't get blindsided a lot, okay?
Myers-Briggs? I don't think I could have sworn I've taken that test. We should take one live on air.
I can count on one hand the amount of times I've been blindsided, okay? But I listen to my gut, And I will tell you, there's some things going on right now in our country that concern me. And let me just show you the data here, okay? So this is Biggs Army Airfield. Now, as you know, I've been watching this for a while. We watched the immigration stuff stand up, the camps that were there. We saw the Afghanis come in. We've seen, people coming across the border going in there.
Derek, he follows military aircraft in the
It's been busy,
Okay.
but I've never seen it this busy. And the thing that catches my eye with this, typically, when the Ukraine thing kicked off, Biggs Army Airfield is a processing location. Everybody's been coming through there, and I can track the flights from there, and I can see them go across the drink, right? They either go to Asia or they go to Europe, right? But check this out. Now, these are flights coming inbound the last 2 days. Just take a look at.
Wait, sorry. He does gaming? What? Is he a gamer? We're feeling it. You're not alone. Marine mom praying here. Buckle up. Ooh. Is this guy pretty like even keel? Hey, Kaylon, what up? Is this guy pretty like chill, or is he more on the spectrum like a Tim Pool, kind of like black pilled a little bit, where it's like the world's going to end tomorrow, or is he pretty like a straight shooter? I'm just curious. I'm not like judging. I just want to know. I don't really know too much about this guy.
The board. Everywhere from Hawaiian Airlines, everybody's getting in on it. Spa, Omni, United.
Very, very even keeled. Okay, cool.
Allegiant, a lot of the charters that we typically see, but these aren't the big movers.
I mean, I already respect him for the beard. You know what I mean? It's like, that's why I grew mine.
That we normally get in and out. You get the 767s when they're going across the drink. You get the 747s, right? And you'll see them go from here, and they'll hit the locations like Dover, Baltimore, Washington, Perot Field, and then from there, you'll see them, or they'll go to Seattle, Tacoma, all right, and tour.
Right now, I'm sipping on vodka mixed with pineapple juice. I always find it's kind of weird that we even allow people to track this. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like this is one of these things that maybe the American public shouldn't know, or at least the world. So I don't know.
Anchorage, and then they'll head across. So these are the inbound flights, and I've got maybe a dozen flights here. Okay.
What kind of vodka are you sipping on, bruh?
Just since yesterday, a dozen flights. Like I said, I've been watching this a long time. I haven't seen that. If you go down below that, you can see the weekend traffic is also pretty sporty, and that's just in the last 5 days. Okay, so say we got a dozen ballpark. All right, now let's look at where they're heading from there. Okay, and this is where it started to get me thinking, getting I'm starting to things noodling around a bit. Okay.
Oh, come on, you could have had Tito's, dude. Come on, Austin, Texas, baby, let's go.
Okay. Notice that they're all going domestic.
Grey Goose. Oh wow, high class. Kayla, I didn't know you was a high class.
And they're
girl.
smaller.
Lady,
they're
baby.
not the international flights, except for that one right there. That Omni is probably a
Monkey Works showed the aircraft over the pipeline that the night it blew up. Showed the aircraft. Oh,
national. That's probably
Gotcha.
headed over.
Dude, that whole pipeline thing. It's just. It's like JFK. You know what I mean? It's like we'll never know. They'll never tell us. They'll never disclose it. And if you say anything other than what they report, they'll call you a conspiracy theorist, even if it doesn't make any sense. They're just like, no, you're the crazy one. All right.
To Europe somewhere. Okay. So let's look at the locations. This one headed Los Angeles, Minneapolis, California, Ontario, San Diego. So that's all three of those flights are headed to Southern California. So that would equal probably about 600 troops. Okay. Then we've got this one headed.
Recently, Britain allowed straight flights from Guyana to United Kingdom without visa. Really?
Minneapolis.
Wait, I can't remember. Kaylon, you're in UK, right? You're in the UK?
Kentucky, Cincinnati, Kentucky, to that
Can't remember.
Cleveland airport up there, CVG. You got Knoxville, Tennessee, Tucson, Arizona. I think that's a RTB, return to base, but it could act.
Kaylon, tell me your thoughts on the whole your prime minister stepping down so quickly. Oh, yep, in Trinidad.
Actually be bringing some troops in. Another
Trinidad and Tobago?
CVG, Cincinnati, Kentucky. Then you go here, Parofield. Like I said, I think that's the only one out of these that is probably going over to Europe. Houston, Bush, Asheville, North Carolina. Okay. So that is what we're showing in terms of, now this is, look at the other ones before. Here's another one.
Okay, people are stopping watching me. Does this get any more exciting?
But these up here,
come on, man.
it's not. That's different. This is not the same that we typically see. All right. Now, if I go to scheduled departures, let me see if we got anything on the board. Nothing there.
Jeez.
And let me go back to the main board. And you can see
44 days she was in.
this United Airlines headed to Houston, Bush. Again.
God. No offense. I get that you guys like this guy, but he could never. I would fall asleep. I didn't tell you to watch it. Oh, God. Okay. That's true. It's all data. All right. I thought you were like telling me to watch it. Okay. I'm gonna stop watching it. I just saw like my viewer numbers starting to go down on like places like Rumble and stuff. I'm like, if I'm interesting. That is crazy though. I mean, sometimes like I think it's important to always know that if you're a content creator, sometimes stuff could be said in like a minute, and I feel like that could have been said in a minute. It was like too much. I was like, okay, Asheville, cool. Don't highlight something if it's not worth highlighting. It's just always maybe this is live show. Sorry. I like statistician guys though. I mean, they're great. The UK Prime Minister just ruined an entire financial deal. That's why she's stepping down as Prime Minister. I just think it's interesting that you guys had a Prime Minister for that short of time period. That just seems like kind of insane. And then I just saw that Boris Johnson is thinking about running again. I don't even, obviously I don't understand UK politics that well, or the way y'all's government runs as well as I do ours. It's interesting you could like run again. I just don't understand how that works. The British dollar lost value in the last few, I did see that. Yeah. The Canadians court hearing over the protests? You know about Canadians court hearings over the protests up there? Is that going on right now? I didn't know that. The Emergency Act. Canada, I hopefully will be the next Italy with a little revolution with like conservative or anything. Also, by the way, I have a bunch of videos coming up there's a new Alex Jones interview that should be interesting to watch. I'm saving that for last, the best for last, because it's longer. I'm also curious. So, and then we have a bunch of insane Biden clips to get through today, which will be, he had some pretty silly stuff to say today. Plus, he's getting all angry about everything in life. Mussolini shall be reborn again. Yeah, right. Willie Cords. Hey, I'm not seeing you on Rumble. What? Let me check.
Biden said, and I quote,
Oh, dude, sometimes Rumble, so I just set up my live stream on Rumble, and sometimes it just doesn't, either the app doesn't communicate well with what's going on over there, or I don't know what's going on, but Rumble isn't always the smoothest, because I'm using a third party to shoot it out everywhere. But thanks for coming over, man. Video Storm has it on YouTube. Videos Arm. All right, if you guys tell me to watch another thing that is not very interesting, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm just kidding. Vids. That is a crazy name. Vids Store Arm. Maybe your computer must be bugged. Dude, probably. Okay. We have like live coverage right
Acting
now.
Deputy Ferguson, she was seated to my left. She grabbed my elbow and she just pulled me to the side. And she thanked me for asking the questions I asked because they were almost the same or very similar questions that she hadn't been asked.
All right, we'll check back and forth on that. But I wanted to see this. So, yeah, it's a bit boring. Okay. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. You guys are just trying to sabotage me. just keep sending me all like the most like monotonous like imagine watching the CDC thing that they did today for like 8 hours. He's one of the live streams that was up there during the protest. Oh, okay. Dude, that whole protest thing, that thing was insane. And I think but also a good thing because it showed how insane the left really is and like how they just like dismissed all these people that wanted their own body autonomy and freedom. Yet there's the same people that will tell you about abortion and how it's like a women's right to choose and don't like my body, my choice and stuff like that. It's just insane that there's like such a double standard when it comes to that. But then they try to use that rhetoric for people like me, which is really stupid because it makes no sense because there's two bodies in that decision. So, but I think I kind of want to hear what Morning Joe has to say regarding Kanye West. They are loading up on Kanye West. Now is the time to get your clicks in. Now is the time to grift as much as possible. Now is the time to let everyone know how much you hate him and how big of a racist he is and stuff like that. Whether those comments you said was racist or not, I mean, it's just like, why do people care so much? Now people are just like, okay, this person needs to have their entire livelihood get rid of. In fact, their family should lock them in a basement and stuff like that. When Joe Biden has said just as racist of things, you know, like he said, poor kids are just as bright as white kids. He's said, you know, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I mean, there are like so many things. It's like people just choose who they're gonna go after. Kanye might be might be Thanos. Yes, he certainly seems like that way. Now he's going after George Soros, which is like asking yourself to be well taken care of.
Megastar Kanye West continues to face backlash after posting an anti-Semitic rant on Twitter and across other platforms. Although West was temporarily banned from some social media sites, his message is still available on other sites like...
If you ever use the Rolling Stone as other than to critique and make fun of, if you use them as a serious news platform, maybe you're not such a serious network.
TikTok.
Just a thought.
It's bringing out the CEO and National Director of the Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt. Also with us, co-anchor of CNBC Squawk Box, Andrew.
Also, we went through in one of my last videos about how you cannot defame the dead. It's part of the law. So I can go on my incredible rants about people that have died in the past. Like Napoleon Bonaparte. That guy was a short, stubby jerk. You can take my word to the bank. Okay.
Ross Sorkin. And Jonathan, I want to read you an op-ed in the Financial Times. Endeavor's CEO, Ari Emanuel, is calling on businesses to cut ties with Kanye West, and he writes this. It's not enough for Twitter to lie.
What is everyone's thoughts on Kanye West? Curious. Should Kanye be canceled per se? Should businesses get rid of Kanye West? Should they not allow him to? Should they not pay him? Should JP Morgan not allow him to bank with them? What are your thoughts on Kanye West? I'm like genuinely curious on the chat because I have my thoughts. You guys already know my thoughts if you saw my last video. But I'm genuinely Kanye Jones 2024. Dear God, that would be the most incredible debates ever. That would be so great. Okay. We'll create a poll. Kanye should be There you go. There's a poll. Bill, who was Napoleon? A short tattoo. Yeah, exactly. Brendan, what's up? What's good? How's it going? Besides the lake in Vegas, Lake Mississippi River dropped a few feet. Interesting. Bro, coming down with that lake knowledge, bruh. Dude, I'm doing good. Oh, you guys everyone's voting. Who cares? How you doing, man? Oh, man, I'm doing good. It's Thursday. We got one less day, Fridays. Do you guys work on weekends? I work on weekends because I'm a sucker. That's why I end up doing a lot of podcasts during the week because I get most of my work done in the weekends. Willie said he's a good kid going through hard times. I'm not Jewish, so no hard feelings. I'm an eighth Jewish, so if someone can speak on the Jewish side of myself, who cares? Also, he said I'm going to go DEFCON 3. And then he talked about Jewish media, and he said he's not talking about Jewish people. Again, I want my artists to be not emotionally stable human beings. I want them to be nutcases. So the crazier, the better. And also, people just are so concerned about what everyone says in life at all times. It's exhausting. Is your weekend job drag bingo? Yes. Where do you think I got this hair from? My friend I grew up with Audid yesterday. Huh? With my good friend I grew up OD'd yesterday. Brendan. I'm so sorry, man. I hate that for you, brother. That seriously sucks. Well, if you need someone to talk to, you can always hit me up on social media, and you can always talk on here too, man. I mean, having friends die is kind of part of life growing up anyways, but it hurts, man. And allow yourself to deal with it however you feel like you need to deal with it. And just know that when you go through hard times like that and your friends and with grief and loss, there is no right or wrong way to deal with it. As far as what steps to do, try to remember some of the good times you had with him. Try to remember some happy moments, and some of the joy you brought in your life, and find ways to not make his memory be about the OD, but make his memory be about, some good moments, some good times, because there's always a tendency to kind of focus on that. I would encourage you not to focus on the OD part, but focus on, the good times you had together, and allow that be the way in which you view your day. And also use his story and his life as a way to change your life for the better. You know what I mean? No brain activity. They're going to pull up. I'm sorry, man. Excuse my language, but that fucking sucks. All right, that sucks. I'm sorry that your friend is dying. That is not, especially an OD, it's never the right way. It's not a good way to go. This will be my 14th birthday. I was friends with him the Fetty took the fake Xanax. Stay away from pills, man. Stay away from pills, please. There's too much stuff laced with fentanyl these days. And I would tell you to stay away from all drugs, but just especially stuff that you buy from people, man. That shit will kill you, brother. Especially in today's culture. All right? And fentanyl is so cheap, they're putting it in everything. Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's honestly not worth it. Find ways to, make your life be more positive. But if you're angry, be angry. If you're sad, be sad. If you need to cry, cry. If you need to punch a pillow, punch a pillow. But try to remember the good times you had together, and also use his life to make your life better, man. He called me months back, and I didn't answer because I knew he was still in it using. I wish I answered or talked to him, and I can completely understand that, man. I can completely understand wanting to, show your friend love and the what ifs and the coulds, but some of that shame or guilt that you might be feeling, I would tell yourself to not allow yourself to feel that way, because it's not healthy way of viewing it. Think of the times that you had, and also it's not your fault. It's not. You can't put that much pressure on yourself to, change and fix everyone too, man. You can't be Superman to everyone. You know what I mean? Like, that's too much pressure to have on yourself. That's too much pressure to have on your shoulders for anything, even your parents, even your best friends, coworkers, whatever. Like, you can help people, you can tell people good things, but if they don't want to change, honestly, it's down to them. And that's the hardest part, is because you love them. You want to be their friend. You want what's best for them. You know what I mean? Had a similar situation in 2000, dude. Can't focus on the what ifs, bros. Wilson, I'm sorry too, man. Yeah. It's the what ifs that will drive you crazy, It's the what ifs that keep you up at night. And it's not good to dwell on the what ifs, because the what ifs is like anxiety of trying to control the future. You can't. You're just going to be in a constant circle. Next Tuesday will mark the 6-year anniversary of my best friend taking his own life. It doesn't get easier when you blame yourself. Yeah, thank you, Corral. Like Derek said, remembering the good times is what will heal the pain. Yeah. Yeah, because if it's the... Yeah. This is a hard thing for me to like talk about, because I wish I could just be there to talk to you about it, but same thing happened to my other friend 2012 when he called me. I was busy. The next day he was man. I'm sorry, man. Find ways to honor your friends, find ways to let it change your life for the better. Let that be a way to love the people you're around, love your friends around you now. You know what I mean? Allow that to encourage you and push you for what's in front of you now. You know what I mean? Because you can't change the past, but you can change today. You can change yourself today. You can say, you know what? I'm going to love my friends better, or I'm going to do this differently because of my friend. You know what I mean? Allow that to, and use that as a way to honor your friend too. Use that as a way to say, this is what my friend would have wanted. Take some of his best qualities and allow that to you just kind of breathe out of you. With drug addiction, you don't know when they may die. No regret. Yeah, that's the hardest part about some of these drugs, man. The hard drugs is, and especially with addiction, man. Somebody works in addiction, you just don't know. You don't know, and you try your best, but in the end, it's up to them. And these drugs are very powerful, and it takes a lot of discipline and hard work to overcome that kind of shit. And sometimes it's just too much, and life is too much, man. And you can just do the best you can with what you have. And you can just love and meet people where you can and stuff like that. But you can't expect yourself to be perfect, and they don't expect you to be perfect. Okay, you're prescribed that. All right. Good, man. We'll follow doctor's orders. You know what I mean? Well, dang. Any other thoughts about Brendan losing his friend? It's kind of the reality of doing a live show. It's like you never know if something's going to change what you're about to say. You know what I mean? Play your MTG Chappelle clip. Okay, I will. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. All right. You mean the clip that everyone got mad about? They were so mad about that with me. They were just like, oh my God, you're basically a leftist. Blah, 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 blah. All right, where is it? My doc just retired, so I'm screwed. Dude, find a new doctor. Don't allow that to be a reason not to take what you've been prescribed in the past. Okay. This is all I can think about when I hear her say that. Wait. Okay, wait. This is all I can think about when I hear her say this.
Joe Biden is.
If you have hate in your heart, let it out.
Okay, sorry. That was for Wilson. Hey, but go get help. If you need to talk to someone, Brendan, talk to a freaking counselor. Don't be one of those people who think counselors are for libtards or liberals or whatever. Talk to someone and keep talking to me. No, put on the wig, please. I will put on the wig when the time is right, and I will do it for you. All right? Oh, okay. Brendan, don't worry about it. You're going to be just okay. Okay? So, just come on my stream and get all your frustration out. All right? And you know what? Go right on Kanye West's wall about how racist he is and get all your anger out on him on the patriarchy. Allow the patriarchy to dictate how you feel. Go after him. They deserve it. Okay? I don't even know what to say. It's tough to find out. Yeah, that's true. I'm on rehabs. I've been on to 8 rehabs in my life. Let it be your last one. Let it be your last one, man. The wig, John Scott, what's good? All right, let's do this. Do you guys mind if we go to the finish Kanye West clip, and maybe the wig will keep coming back out for Brendan's sake? Because I am extremely triggered. I don't know if you saw my AOC clip. Okay. I'm going to play a little bit. I just want to know.
Kanye West out.
Is that okay, Brendan? Is it okay if I keep doing this? Okay, you're laughing. Good.
Of his accounts. West's business partners across the fashion and entertainment industry also need to speak out and take action.
But Brendan, I will say this before I continue. Thank you for talking up. Thank you for speaking up. And don't bottle it up. Too many men bottle our emotions up and keep it to our freaking selves and say, I'll just deal with it. I can handle it. Own that. Tell people if you're feeling angry, if you're feeling this way, you're feeling that way, freaking say it, Brendan. Don't bottle it up. Allow yourself to say stuff. Tell people how you fucking feel. Because you deserve it, man. You freaking deserve it. All right? Papa, what's good, man? I hope you're doing good. And I'm sorry for cursing, but sometimes when real life happens, that those words come out. Because I want to emphasize what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, so many people are so worried about curse words. I use curse words for emphasis because, and I'm not cursing anyone. I'm just using it as emphasis. Of course,
he's not just any person. He's a pop culture icon with millions of fans around the world. And among them are young.
I love that these people are getting so mad about Kanye, though. They're just like, they want to control everyone's life. And they want to control you, and they want to control me. Hey, love you too, man. I balled it up until I hit the referee with the whiskey bottle. Totally understandable. Totally understandable. I love that these people are trying to control Kanye, though. These people are so worried about controlling you and me and dictating our speech and dictating what we say and dictating how we live and how we think and how we teach our children and what sexuality our children should be and what school they should go to. They're so consumed about making sure you live right. And whatever right is deemed by them of the day. And it constantly changes because it's all based on emotions. You should swear like a sailor who's serving on a ship with a strict no swearing policy. Those are always the people that swear the most, aren't they? The people that tell everyone to stop swearing. You know what I mean? It's like they bottle it up so they unleash it.
Young people whose views are still being formed.
But I have like my mother hates when I curse. She's like, Derek, you don't need to say those words. You don't need to say those words. Like, yeah, use your vocabulary, use your language well, okay? You don't need to say that. Or we'll be like watching comedy, I'm dying laughing. She's like, Derek, this isn't, it would be funny if you didn't curse so much. I'm just like, it's funny. The captain is the judge, jury, and executioner. Yeah, exactly.
Silence is dangerous. It allows forms of hatred and racism, including anti-Semitism, to spread and become normalized.
Hold on, I need to change. My volume is so low in my earphones. It's like driving me absolutely off the wall. I could barely. Coffee of the day, pod at night, keep you calm. Yes. I love coffee, dude. I'm a huge coffee fan. Okay. All right.
It coarsens and
your mom's the same way? All right, good. At least I'm not alone. If silence is violence, then can consider me RoboCop. Silence is violence, Kyle.
degrades our society and country. This is why it's necessary for
Coffee gives me jitters. Weed is amazing at night.
all of us to speak out. Hatred.
I just saw like a study come out that said like marijuana before bed, you don't actually go into full REM cycle. But then I was reading through the study and it didn't actually say how much like dictates that. And I just hate studies like that. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. And then I read through it and it's like, it doesn't say, 10 milligrams, 5 milligrams, 100 milligrams. It just says any marijuana. So take that with a grain of salt and put it up your.
And anti-Semitism should have no place in our society, no matter how much money is at stake. This is a moment in history where the stakes are high, and being open about our values and living them is essential. Silence and inaction are not an option.
Sounds
Jonathan,
of violence.
I take it.
I find a little coffee is a good antidepressant in the morning. Sorry, yeah, me too. I love coffee. Coffee and working out.
That you agree? Do you also believe that businesses and partners of Kanye West should speak out and pull away from him until he renounces anti-Semitism in all forms?
Yeah, Joe, look, I think...
Remember when Mel Gibson went on a full rant against the Jews and he didn't get news coverage? Yes. Yes. Kanye has always been saying crazy shit. It's now that it's a problem. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Kanye, what did Kanye say about George Bush? He was like, George Bush killed, what did he say? Let's find the clip. Kanye West, George Bush comments. He was just like, George Bush. I'm going to find it. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah. Gotta have the receipts. Oh. I remember this Hurricane
Katrina. The city has changed dramatically, tragically, and perhaps irreversibly. There's now over 25 feet of water where there was once city streets and thriving neighborhoods.
I hate the way they portray us in the media. If you see a black family, it says they're looting. See a white family, it says they're looking for food. And you know it's been 5 days because most of the people are black. And even for me to complain about, I would be a hypocrite because I've tried to turn away from the TV because it's too hard to watch. I've even been shopping before even giving a donation. So now I'm calling my business manager right now to see what is the biggest amount I can give, and just to imagine if I was down there, and those are my people down there. So anybody out there that wants to do anything that we can help with the setup, the way America is set up to help the poor, the black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and.
Coffee makes me violent. Yeah, but channel that violence to progression. Poor Mike Myers. I know Mike Myers looks so confused. He's like, I don't. What am I supposed to do right here, dude? Kanye, who cares? That guy goes off the rails all the time. I think he actually has a satanic theme record release party. Dude, like I said, I don't. Who looks to celebrities for how to think, or artists especially, It's like, I don't care what you say. You could say the most obscene thing in the whole world, and I'm just gonna go, I don't care.
and shoot us.
Wait. Oh, I forgot. This is where it gets awkward for Mike Myers.
To go down and shoot us.
Wait.
Thing they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
He's like, what, dude? He does. Mike Myers looks sober right now. He's like, what? Okay, dude, what?
And subtle, but in even many ways more.
Wait, did he just flip off the cameras? Oh, it was a pointer finger. Daggone, we were this close.
But in even many ways more profoundly devastating is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I remember how many people got mad about that too. Like, who cares? They were so mad. He should have let Dr. Evers know. Gotta hand it to Kanye. He knew how to make Mike Myers uncomfortable. Exactly. Go to the park recess door. Okay, I just did it. I wanted to hear that again. That was the best.
Loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days.
It's so awkward. It's the best.
The lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
In the past few days.
God, so good. But you're right. He's always been saying crazy stuff. I mean, but again, what artist doesn't? You know what I mean? They all say like I don't know. I thought I saw a pic of him, of George Bush and Barbara Bush holding up a sign that said, "Of course we like black people." No way. That's a real thing. Let's see. George Bush and Barbara Bush. Of course we like black people. This isn't real. I feel like you're making me look up something. It's not. I don't see anything. Oh my God. But I do see this. What the frick, dude? Remember when George Bush choked on a pretzel? Kanye is saying a lot of truth though too. Yeah, of course he is. Anybody that is saying, anybody with any kind of content, like even myself, there's going to be parts of what I say that you think is crazy, and then there's going to be parts of truth. So you just choose what you like the most. But then again, my mind goes to play. Okay. Kanye is on the cutting edge of generate. I like what Kanye had to say about George Soros. I knew as soon as he said that, I was like, oh, he's breaking free from MK Ultra. Yeah.
Oh,
is he? Good.
Emmanuel is exactly right. Fighting hate is an all hands on deck effort. We've all got to be on the field and play our part. And it was important that Meta on Instagram.
Like, if this isn't like an indication of what ESG is, like, I know there's a lot of people out there that think ESG isn't real. They just think it's like a conspiracy, a right-wing conspiracy, or just a bunch of nutcases. Like, this is exactly what ESG is. He said the wrong thing according to them, and now they're going after him. They're taking away from him, like, you can't bank with us anymore. You can't concert here at City Bar, that place in New York. And then, like, you know, his family's getting rid of him. Like, now's the time to stop talking to him. Let's not allow him on these platforms. In fact, Apple Music should take down all of Kanye West's music. How dare they support him in this moment? Like, you wait. That'll be next.
And Twitter took him offline when he was inciting violence.
That's true.
By talking about going DEFCON 3.
We already have social credit scores, man. I mean, like, it's just not talked about as much. It's just seen as conspiracy. It's seen as like crazy talk. But the social credit score thing is here. Right now, it's not necessarily a credit score. It's more of like are you in or out? And now he is. Are you in or are you out? Are you out or are you ins?
Against Jewish people. when he was talking about other kind of anti-Semitic tropes. And then he doubled down on Chris Cuomo again last night on Piers Morgan. So look, business has a role to play. I mean, let's be honest, brands seem to mediate so much of our lives today. And Adidas in particular, we should talk about here this morning. You know, Adidas's Yeezy line that they developed with Kanye drives somewhere reportedly about...
Go back to his old videos, the time he stopped a concert to speak truth, telling people to stop listening. Oh, yeah, I remember those. He did that, I think, like South Carolina stuff, and then he also started talking about like abortion and stuff like that.
$1 billion a year, Joe. And while they announced that the partnership was under review after the White Lives Matter controversy a few weeks ago,
thanks. Corporations have been using ESG for a little while. Yeah, 100%.
Anti-Semitism, his vicious...
I mean, Hollywood is probably one of the first examples of ESG, right? I mean, you can't be an actor, you can't be in my movie if you talk like this. I mean, there's a lot of actors that'll just get blacklisted, like, oh, you're not welcome here. We don't care, like, how great of an actor you are. It's JT. What's up? Long rusted freight train paperweight, you have been activated there. Whoa. I don't even know what that means, but cool. Chris Cuomo is responsible for the deaths of over 10,000. Yes. Yeah, someone should call that monster out. How dare you say that on my chat, Papa? How dare you? First of all, Chris Cuomo is a good man. Okay? I am a Cuomo-sexual, and you need to deal with it, okay? Chris Cuomo was doing the best he could with the information he was getting from Dr. Fauci. Everyone knows that. That's for Brendan. But I think this is important.
Jewish attacks haven't merited a peep from Adidas leadership. Literally not a blip. So I've got a letter that I just posted to Adidas CEO Casper Rottmer, along with Adidas chairman.
Oh my God, what a Karen. I wrote a letter to the Adidas chairman. You saw Problematic Bitch's Tinder profile? I wasn't impressed. She's ugly, dude. She is ugly. Freaking ginger. She's got a beard. But what a Karen. I wrote a letter to Adidas, and they need to listen to me.
Haven't merited a peep from Adidas leadership. Literally not a blip. So I've got a letter that I just posted to Adidas CEO Casper Rottmer, along with Adidas chairman, who's also the CEO of Bertelsmann, Thomas Raby. And we think it's critical that...
And we're going to keep writing these letters until they listen. She's got a beard all in the wrong place. Oh my God. It's true.
Adidas, that says it's a values-driven company, live those values like Ari Emanuel wrote and drop him. I mean, what else do they need to review? The reality is, in a moment when anti-Semitic incidents are on the rise, when all of hate has been amplified, for them to be monetizing Kanye, and I should point out, they are still dropping his shoes, even while the partnership is under review. They actually, Joe, have a new Yeezy slated to drop on October 27th.
Dope. I'm about to pre-order that right now. Let's look that up right now. Adidas new Yeezy. October 2020. Oh, heck yeah, dude. Who doesn't want a new Yeezy? There we go. Adidas Yeezys. Oh, frick yeah. Look at those. Ugh. That's ugly. I wrote a letter to Fruit Strip Gum. They sent me a coupon. The moral story, letter writing works. That's awesome. I hope that's real. Dude, Fruit Strip Gum is like the biggest, like, it's so overrated. That gum sucks. I'd rather drink Bond from Miami School and listen to Karen. Yeah, me too. Look at these shoes. These are so ugly. Okay, who's buying these shoes? Come on. You ain't buying these shoes. What are these? What are those? Wackish shoes. Thank you. I mean, these look okay. But seriously, $230 for this? That's freaking trash, dude. I don't understand. Like, ugh, gross. Ye is capitalizing on shoes that look like shit mark. I know. He really is. I like that the MSNBC Karen is so mad about these. I mean, these are like the best looking ones, but I still wouldn't buy them because they're $220. Like, these better be like waterproof, bulletproof. Are you over 13 years old? Biden's like, dadgummit. Dressing like a homeless person is a new trend. It certainly seems like it. Like, some of the high schoolers that I see walking around, like, rocking Crocs, I'm like, when I was in high school, if you were wearing Crocs, you get made fun of, and now it's like, cool. What are those? Let's go back to Karen. Dude is an innovator. He can piss off the planet with a t-shirt. Yeah, I know. That I will give him that credit, though. You know, it's incredible how many people like buy those shoes and his shirts and stuff like that. I mean, people are like mad about that, but that's exactly what you want. Any kind of publicity is good publicity, even if it's bad. Because now when you get that shirt, you wear those shoes. It's like a cool statement. Like, oh, those are the new Yeezys. So I guess you like support him now. Is that what you're saying? Let's go back to this angry MSNBC Karen.
That's the 4-year anniversary of the massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue.
Oh my gosh. Well, let me ask you a two-part.
Wait, what? Whoa. You know, they always make fun of the right being conspiracy theorists, but this guy just said that his shoe being released on the same day as a mass shooting. Like, there's no way that's not just a coincidence. You know what I mean? There's no way no sicko is like thinking like that. That is insane. Kanye is trying to tell the people the truth and expose elite satanic. Well, that's what you've seen is crazy. You know, the minute you start talking about like anytime you say the word elitist, people are like that are on the left or in the middle are just like, oh, here we go. That's a stretch. I know. Thank you, Wilson.
They actually, Joe, have a new Yeezy slated to drop on October 27th. That's the 4-year anniversary of the massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue.
Oh, my gosh.
God, that is like the biggest conspiracy. Like, that is like, come on, that's a coincidence. That can't be like on purpose. People are losing their minds. It's just like they're looking for signs. They're looking for signs in all the wrong and right places. Yeah.
You crazy as
hell. The Tree of Life, Papa. Don't you remember that? Tree of Life, the synagogue. Kanye can simply create a cult and people will follow him to the ends of the earth. Oh, 100%. 100%. It's amazing. I like Kanye. I like his music. I don't support everything he says all the time because I think you'd be stupid to say that about anybody because then that would make him God, but whatever. He is God. But, like, I don't know. People are just losing their minds. Like I just made I made a joke about how Kanye said that when he was talking to Tucker Carlson, he said that I'm going to run for president. He goes, wait a minute, when I become president. And I just started laughing and was like, yeah, me too. And people were like, how dare you make fun of him? How dare you make fun of his ambition? Like, it's not an ambition. He said he's going to be president. Like that's like me saying I'm going to be Superman. Like, I'm going to make it happen. I know people have to like elect me and I have to run for president and stuff like that. No, I'm just going to make it happen. Was that the PewDiePie shooting? I don't think so. The Tree of Life thing. It was a Tree of Life shooting. January 21. No. The Asian market at Cola, the leftists will lose. Oh, 100%. Here we go. It was this one. The Tree of Life that was in Pittsburgh that pointed and murdered 11 people were killed. It was like a white supremacist dude or something like that. An attack on him. Of course, you know, just an insane individual. Robert Bose. I don't like saying their names. drove a green Hyundai Sonata. Why does that even matter? To the neighborhood of Squirrel Hill. But yeah, he killed like 11 people. It's freaking nuts. Kanye is in the league with Red Skull and Dr. Peterson when it comes to influence of people, 100%. Yeah. Well, especially if Kanye starts talking to young men, it's over. That's when the minute you become like if you look at my YouTube channel analytics, it's like 90% men. But the minute you start talking to young men and encouraging young men to be better and stuff like that is the minute they go after you. They hate that crap. They don't want you talking to young men, especially if you welcome all races. It's like, oh no, don't you tell men to be good to their wives or good to their girlfriends or get a job or work out or something like that. Don't you say that. Oh, no. Don't say that. Men are the worst. We need to take down every man known to mankind. Could you imagine what this world would be like if there was no men? There would be peace and everything would be like Bravo all the time. It'd be amazing. Hail Hydra, hail Pearson. Okay, let's go back to this Karen. MSNBC Karen, go.
Well, let me ask you a two-parter for you. First of all, is this mental illness defense. They say, well, it's well established Kanye West is bipolar. As Ari writes, and many people have said, there are tens of millions of people, hundreds of millions of people in the world with
Kanye won't stop till he becomes president. I hope not. I freaking hope not.
Mental illness.
I hope he keeps going. I hope he, if Kanye becomes president, what a story. But it's just always another reminder that it's important to have good people around you. Because I'm just trying to imagine Kanye talking to Putin or China about going to war. It's like, we don't need to go to war, huh? Or if we did go to war, think of the song that would come out of the song that our soldiers could march to. It would be freaking fire, dude. It'd be like N-words in Paris all over again. Dun 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 dun. It's a science fact. Society what the hell? Banished from pop culture. What the hell? The day Hulkamania was banished from pop culture. I would agree with that 100%. Kanye do not need to be president. Just need someone that can control it. Yeah. I hated Hulk Hogan. How dare you? Hulkamania.
Who don't speak this way, who don't use anti-Semitic rhetoric. Also, I want to get you on the danger of this kind of someone of his position coming out and sort of opening the door a little bit, right, to this normalization of other people saying, okay, maybe it's okay in the public square to say these things out loud.
You're right on both counts. So number one, I don't want to minimize or stigmatize mental illness. I have no clue.
I don't want to minimize or stigmatize mental illness, but what he said is we need to take seriously. Got it. There's no topping Fortnite Sun as a war anthem. That's true.
Clinical background to diagnose.
Oh, Kanye would top it. So I disagree.
Kanye West. But you've got to be deranged to believe that Disney is a, quote, Jewish company, or that there are Jewish record companies, or that there are Jewish Zionists plotting to get you. So,
he's talking about people in my chat.
We see this from Richard Spencer. We've seen this from people like Mel Gibson. We've seen this from people like Louis Farrakhan. And now Kanye jumps to the
Whoa, Louis Farrakhan? You mean Obama's best friend? How dare you?
Front of the line as probably the most public and unapologetic anti-Semite in America. And look, 31 million followers on Twitter. He's one of the most prominent entertainers in the world. All it takes is one, if you will, deranged.
Yeah, Kathy Griffin holding Trump's severed head. Yeah, I know. Hey, that's comedy. It's different. It's like, that's not comedy. That's not funny. It'd be different if it was funny. That's like, you look insane. Maybe if Kanye sampled Fortnite Sun, you could
person to say, I want to do something about that. The people that are out to get Kanye, I'm going to get them. And I think in the Jewish community, we've learned the hard way that we have to be vigilant. So whether it's Adidas amplifying his brand and monetizing it, or Balenciaga not clearly distancing themselves, now is the time for businesses to say they want to run away from hate and run away from Kanye West.
On the part about the danger, just
oh dear God, here we go. Here's the race baiter. I didn't even see him in this shot. God, yeah, exactly. Here we go.
About a month and a half, 2 months ago,
I got famous from doing stuff like this. This is up my alley.
It'd be scary if Kanye body weapons manufacturing. Oh, it'd be awesome. Call him the Yeezy AR.
Jonathan,
be all bubbly.
Mark Morial, the Urban League and the Asian American groups, and LULAC and I had this hate summit at the White House. And a lot of what we're seeing, I don't think we can minimize the danger and the violence that is encouraged by hate speech and the normalizing of it.
Oh my God.
And I think that we've got to look at it through those lenses.
That's like, go move to China if you're so worried about hate speech. You know what I mean? Go move to, I think we got a UK person in this chat. Kaylon, right? Hate speech. No such thing. Al Sharpton, didn't he sell his soul to feature in Spike Lee? Yes. It would be scary.
Because when you've got people shooting in synagogues and going to...
Fun fact, Martin Luther King was not the target that day, and it was... Where'd you find that? I don't know too much about that.
Tap supermarket,
JT.
killing 10 blacks because they're black, and then you have somebody saying that I'm going to go
That's true.
calm 3 or something, Jews, and saying that George Floyd didn't die from a knee on his neck, he died from fentanyl. Right. I mean, we cannot act like they have the right.
Yeah, George Floyd didn't die from a knee on his. I mean, what? George Floyd had double the amount of a lethal dose of fentanyl and had COVID-19 and had high blood pressure, but it was definitely the knee.
To say it, but businesses that support that.
Al Sharpner was a government employee.
And subsidize that. They're normalizing that and they make a danger to the country.
So that's...
Ever read the CNN article that says hate speech leads to genocide? No. Stop. Oh, my God. You know, CNN has slowly been getting a little better, but like they're not as bad as MSNBC. MSNBC is like, they're just the worst. Like they're such a high bar for trash. It's hard to keep up with them. It truly is. Oh man, I didn't expect to spend that much time on that. Research Al Sharpton, the FBI. Okay. I already love where that's heading. It better be some good sources or I'm going to scream. I'm looking at it right now. Time. Wikipedia. CBS News. Al Sharpton report on calling him an FBI informant. I am not a rat, he says. Wait, is this Time Magazine or is this Time? It is Time. Al Sharpton was an FBI informant on the mob? What? JT spitting off facts over here, dude. Was served as an outspoken civil rights activist on the mob, according to the lengthy report. 69. What? For real, what's up? I've been watching and listening for a while, but seeing gastric banding surgery, race baiting Sharpton has triggered my free speech. Howdy, big deal. What's up, dude? Understandable. We just learned something new, though. I felt 10% of my brain die with that anti-Kanye rant, which worries me because I'm 99% brain dead. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Well, let's kill some more brain cells. Why don't we say? I saw this video and I saw this, like I said, Lisa King was not shot. Ah, interesting. I almost said something that I would probably regret. It's the difference between me and Ethan Klein. Did anyone want to see Ethan Klein's comments about Ben Shapiro hoping if there was another Holocaust, he would be in the gas chambers first or whatever? Yikes. It's okay for him to say that on YouTube, but if I say something like that, get rid of me. But I saw this being passed around. We could find that too. We could play that. But The View talking about Texas house haunted by sexual spirits. And I was like, what is this?
Halloween approaches, a Texas woman is claiming her house is being haunted by ghosts who aren't shy about their intentions. Take a look.
I was in here with...
Through the curtain, a dark figure.
And also Jay-Z is an FBI informant. I believe that. I believe there's a lot of rappers who are FBI informants.
Whispered, looking good.
And then he turned and walked off.
Linda assumed it was her husband until her husband walked in.
And he said, who were you talking to? And
I've only got 7 brain cells left. I'm sorry, man. Well, you're in the right place. So hope we find some together.
Linda assumed it was her husband until her husband walked in.
And he said, who were you talking to? And it was like, oh my God.
He swore it wasn't him.
It really is haunted.
Rumor has it the house used to be a bordello, which may explain why the ghosts here are, how do I say
I've heard
this?
that one.
Sexual.
Yeah, okay.
No other way to put it.
Audio recordings have caught the ghosts talking.
Wait, what?
No other way to put it.
Audio recordings have caught the ghosts talking dirty.
Oh baby, yeah. Yeah, I like it like that.
Stop. This is so stupid. I'm pretty sure Kanye designed the shoes for the Wicked Witch of the West. Probably. They kind of look like it, don't they? They look terrible. Donald Trump proved that ghosts can't do it.
Let me help you out here. She's having a sexual hallucination, which, you know, we all have that. We read romance books. We read Summer on the Bluffs for a sexual hallucination. You've read.
Yeah, who hasn't read that? I'm actually reading it right now. It's fantastic. I have no idea what they're talking about.
No, I have not read the book. Oh, it's wonderful. It takes you into a whole sexual fantasy, and it's fabulous. And that's what this was.
A few sexual fantasies.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Watching these old women talk about their sexual fantasies it's a little much for me. Okay. Please, for the love of God, tell me that you got that reference. Yeah. No, I didn't. Please help me. Sometimes on the show, when you put stuff in the chat, I think about it after I end the show, but in the moment, I'm like, I don't know. The voices in my head are telling me Whoopi might leave the View soon. Probably.
So, I mean, this is what
Lucky lady, never be lonely.
women like that. They want to
got it on. They got it on
turned
tape,
on.
though. They have it on tape.
She's
so
a
that
whack
gave
job,
me-
okay?
But they, I mean,
Takes one to know one.
it's on tape. My question is, what does the ghost look like? Like, what do they look
Well, I
like?
hope he has
right?
better intonation than baby, oh baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the ghost look like? What color is it? What race is that ghost? What gender is that ghost? What sexuality is that ghost? Is it a they, them? Is it a she, her? What is going on?
I want you right
But if
now.
it's like a sexy ghost,
Is George Clooney look-alike, all right?
well, then that's a different.
If you have sex with a ghost,
You're
you
not
get
cheating.
pregnant.
No,
Is
no.
it cheating?
You're not.
How is this a real show? They're seriously arguing about if this is cheating or not. Come on, dude. What the... No, that is cheating. That's cheating. No.
Cheating?
You're not cheating if it's
Don't
a ghost?
fat shame the ghost. My bad.
Honestly, I need the positive reinforcement in my life of somebody being like, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
What movie was it when the ghost spirit committed rape? What's that 80s movie? I'm just thinking of like The Pottery with Whoopi.
Outside the shower, even if it's a ghost, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Ugh. What is the show?
Well, it wouldn't
I've
be a
had sex
terrible
with a
thing.
few ghosts. I got pregnant. I'm just going to let that ride. I don't know how many of you heard what Joy just said, but I'm going to let it ride.
It's the safest sex you're going to have.
So there is something called a succubus, which you do not want in your life
a
because
what?
it sucks the life out of you. It's called a succubus.
Hollow Man. That's it.
It's a demon.
How dare you slut shame ghosts?
Oh, I
Exactly.
thought it was a succulent.
No,
This is
succulent
not-
is something that grows in the
The
streets.
succubus does not.
No,
About a sex toy.
they kill people.
They're ghosts, but sexually.
Yeah, they're demons.
But it's a sex toy demon? Like
It
a
is no,
sexual-
they don't need toys.
But it's a sexual demon.
Did you talk to them when you were Oda Mae Brown?
And here's where the lesson comes. No, that was a movie. We'll be right back.
Oh my God, this show is a riot. God, I thought that was gonna be way funnier. That was more stupid. Thanks for making my day. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I hope I did, man. I think that was called Entity. Oh, okay. This is making me uncomfortable. I'm sorry. It's over. It's over. You're safe. You're safe here. You're safe. Let's all calm down. We don't have to think about The View and their sexual preferences and if they enjoy having affairs with ghosts. You're in a safe space now. What the heck? So does my size matter with a guy? No, it shouldn't. What do you have to ask? Hey. Oh, it's 2022, people. Praise God, man. Praise God. Speaking of praising God, Biden today, for one of the biggest segues ever, if you know what I mean, huge segues, bigger than average segues. Biden came out and said this. I don't know if you know this about Joe Biden, but he's got some pretty interesting grandparents.
My grandfather, Finnegan Scamp, would really be proud of me right now. No, I'm not joking. He would. By the way, he's an All-American football player, John, in Santa Clara. My grandfather.
Is that true? Does anyone know if that's true? I was born a poor black child. Graduates out of my class. Marched to rights was ammo clay. My son was killed in action in Iraq. I mean, the list goes on. Raised by Puerto Rican in a community. Was in jail with Nelson Mandela. Has 3 degrees from college. Truck driver.
My grandfather, Finnegan Scamp, would really be proud of me right now. No, I'm not joking. He would. By the way, he's an All-American football player, John, in Santa Clara.
Let's look that up. Joe Biden's grandfather did what? Fact check. Joe Biden's grandfather didn't own slaves. 5 facts. 5 facts about Joe Biden's grandpa. Attended 1 year of college at Johns Hopkins before going to work for an oil company. Wow, how rich is that? Biden's grandfather worked in an oil company, and he wants to get rid of oil. That's Joe Biden, and that's his grandfather? Okay. Biden Sr. struggled financially. Wait, this is his dad. Okay. Oh, my God. The lies just get better and better. Never knew Joe to tell. Yeah, I know. He was in a way raised by Puerto Rican community politically. Yeah, that was my favorite. When we watched that the other day together, when he said, I was raised by a Puerto Rican family, like, politically minded. I'm like, what does that freaking mean? It means they believe the same thing all Puerto Ricans believe. Duh. Also today, Joe Biden had a little moment. Joe Biden is, this is becoming a routine for Joe Biden. After he finishes his speech, he just doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do with his hands. Oh my God. You gotta add the curve into it. God, it's just like, it's so embarrassing. People think Joe Biden's running in 2024. Come on, right? All right, new poll. All right, new poll. Will Joe Biden run in 2024? What do you think? There's no way, right? Never knew Joe. Like, I can't imagine that being, like, it just seems like he's not all there. And maybe I'm just saying that because of maybe stuff like this video. The real good citizen, run away. Run away. Run away. Hey, what's up, real good citizen? I don't know if I've ever met you in chat. Appreciate you being here. But will Joe Biden? Because look at this. This is why I don't think Joe Biden will run. Because of stuff like this.
Over $1.200 billion. Over $1.200 billion. Over $1.200 billion.
He's the greatest president. According to Nancy Pelosi, he's better than any president you can name in the last his first 2 years. So, any president.
Over $1.200 billion.
Excuse me, but you owe me
over $1.200 billion.
And I want you to write that down on a check and mail it to me immediately. At this point, it wouldn't surprise me either way. Yeah, same. I don't know, like. And if he runs again, that's billions with a T. Spot on reference. All right. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys know this, but the CDC decided that they're going to add the COVID-19 shot to the children's immunization schedule. So it's happening. So it's more important than ever to live in a state where you have the power to be able to choose whether to do it or not. Biden's grandfather's name is Edward Blewett. You can't have multiple brain aneurysms, multiple brain surgeries, and have a normal functioning thought process. 100%. And that's why you shouldn't be president, period. So the won't be liable. So won't. What won't? So the won't be liable. Are you talking about CDC? Well, they're not liable because they still are under the law that you can't sue even if you have any problems with it. JFK was the last real president. Whoa, you mean ever elected real? I don't know how deep we're going, but this is from the CDC today.
Do we have everybody in?
Remember back when the measles broke out at Disneyland? Yes.
Thank you very much. We'll proceed with the vote. So as a reminder, please state your name.
If it's approved, the children, they aren't liable for loss. No, they aren't. I just read a report of somebody that also was just getting tested for COVID-19, and they shoved one of those things up the person's nose and created a brain bleed because they put it up so high, but they couldn't sue for medical malpractice because it was covered. Stupid. We were winning some screamed. Yes.
Do we have everybody in? Thank you very much. We'll proceed with the vote. So as a reminder, please state your name, whether you have any conflicts of interest, and your vote. And I'm going to start right now with Dr. Bell.
Bell, no conflicts, yes.
Thank you.
And everyone knew this was going to happen today, right? Because yesterday they put out putting it out for the federalization part where, like, if you were poor or low income, the government would pay for the shot for you. And then today was the day that they push it for all children. And everyone knew that was going to, I assumed it was going to happen like this because it was a 15-0. There wasn't a single person that said, you know what, I'm not sure if I agree with this. Not one. So there's no way it wasn't not going to get passed today.
Ms. McNally.
No conflicts, yes.
No conflicts.
Thank you. Dr. Lair.
Lair, no conflicts, yes.
Ms. Bata.
Derek,
no
conflicts, yes.
Dr. Brooks.
Brooks, no conflicts, yes.
Oh, she said yes. Who is this woman? We need to find her and celebrate her.
No conflicts, yes.
Ms. Bata.
Bata, no conflicts, yes.
Oh. I heard it, misheard it
Dr.
wrong.
Brooks.
Brooks, no conflicts, yes.
Dr. Daly.
Daly, no conflicts, yes.
It's like messing with my head. No conflicts, yes. It's like, just say yes or no. Do I have any conflict of interest? Pfizer? Yeah, exactly. Papa, Biden defeated the big pharma, so it's defeated, and he'll do it again.
Dr. Sanchez.
Sanchez, no conflict, yes.
Dr. Shaw.
Shaw, no conflicts, yes.
Dr. Long.
Long, no.
What do you think? They blew his head off. Yeah. There's that.
No conflict, yes.
Dr. Cotton.
Cotton, no.
Hey, Gasbro. This is the most effed up thing. I know. It is. But again, it's always the poor that lose out in the end, right? It's private school kids, rich kids. They'll be able to not have to do it. But it's the poor that, they'll be the ones that just have to do it. Identify as defeating Big Pharma. Me too.
Yes. Dr. Sineas.
Well, it was tested on mice, so yeah.
Yes, no conflicts, yes.
Dr. Paling.
Paling, no conflict, yes.
Lee, no conflicts.
Not one.
Yes. Dr. Talbot.
Talbot, no conflicts, yes.
To be honest, it's like if you don't realize that our science as a whole isn't like political, I don't like at this point, I don't know what to tell you because of how many people are all saying yes. Like not one person, not one is going, you know what? I have some reservations. Not one. That is crazy. There are so many tests out in the world that aren't 100% perfect. And so it's nice to have at least some pullback or difference of opinion or different thought processes, but they've gotten rid of those people. Remember, because I remember like some of the two top ranking people for the CDC, like they left or something like that not too long ago. JFK, yeah, JFK is an interesting thing. That's a fun topic to go down. What did you say? The science.
Hey, Fauci said to believe in the science. Anyway, hey, excuse me. Make sure you believe in the science in my chat. Thank you. Believe in the science.
Cannot mandate an experiment regardless of bull. I don't think they care about the Nuremberg Code, man. Like, they don't. It's just like when people talk about, like, hey, the Constitution. Like, they don't care. That's just the stumbling blocks. Like, it goes against all those things, but they don't care. They'll just see if they can get away with it anyways. That's where we're at in today's culture. And that's why voting is very important. And voting for things all the way. That's why voting for Attorney General is important. Voting for your local freaking sheriff is huge. I didn't realize how big voting for a local sheriff was, how like massive and how much it dictates your life until COVID hit. And then I was like, oh, shizzle. I got to actually research my sheriff almost more than I research my president. So you have to know who you're voting for. Just because they have an R in front of their name or D or whatever however you vote shouldn't make you feel safe in today's culture. Read. I just recently voted not so long ago in some primaries, and there was two sheriffs that were like very close in their values, and one just had a little bit better, but that little bit better is like night and day difference for somebody like me who's more like libertarian, especially when it comes to guns. Like, I hate the idea of red flag laws because I think they're stupid, especially somebody who understands mental health. Like, this doesn't help. It makes it worse. It makes people not go seek help. So, like, that was big for me. And so I researched, and one person was 9-day difference. If the trapper keeper of the science says vaccines agree, then my trapper keeper.
Dr. Chen?
Chen, no conflicts, yes.
I can't read that chat out, but I understand what you're saying. Real good citizen.
Thank you. Dr. Wharton?
And the motion passed 15 unanimously in favor.
And there it is. I mean, it's like, at least you have somebody like this guy. He came out and said this after they passed it.
There's been a lot of...
Hey, don't apologize. It's all good, man. The only Democrat I voted for in the last 2 elections was our sheriff, and she has changed to the Republican Party. Oh, that's when you know you got a good one. That's when you know that they don't care about the actual party alliance, and they just care about the truth. I don't care if they flip-flop. I know people like trying to make a big deal, like, oh, you used to be this, and now you're that. It's like, oh, you're just all about a grift. It's like, no, it just shows me that you think for yourself. Don't forget these guys tried to make our arguments in the banish neighborhood. Yes, the argument was we already are. Sometimes, those of you who are new in chat, I try to read your chats as much as possible. But if I feel like it's going into a gray space where our overlords deem it not okay, I start to mumble. So, just so you know. But I am reading it. We don't need yeah. Nuremberg was a big thing. People I don't think people realize what that is. I meant the shop. Yeah. Okay, but here is like mine before. Yeah, 100%, man. Always. But also know that it's not me disagreeing with you. It's not me like calling you out or just like, but there are some things that like, even if I say it out loud, like YouTube will like downrank me. It's so stupid. I hate it. I hate that so much because I wish we could just have normal conversations. Like even if I disagreed with you or thought you were being nuts, like I can't even say it because but people like Ethan Klein can go around and talk about wanting to exterminate Ben Shapiro. But if I say something insane, it's like, oh my God, get rid of them.
Questions to our office about the CDC potentially adding COVID vaccine to the childhood immunization schedule. And I know a lot of parents are concerned about that because if that's on the immunization schedule, the fear is that schools could potentially mandate your child to get a COVID shot, even if that's not something that you want to do. So I just want to let everyone be clear, as long as I'm around and as long as I'm kicking and screaming, there will be no COVID shot mandates for your kids. That is your decision. That is your decision to make as a parent. These are new shots. I get a kick out of when people kind of compare it to MMR and stuff, things that have been around for decades and decades. So parents, by and large, most parents in Florida have opted against doing these booster shots particularly for the young kids. The Surgeon General of Florida does not recommend this for young kids, for kids under 18. And basically his reason for that, there's not really been a proven benefit for that. I mean, we can get into some of the potential side effects. You don't even really need to do that. Not been a proven benefit, but it's a free state. Parents can make the other decision if that's what they want. The important thing is that school districts are not mandating this choice.
I would go gay for him. Freaking Daddy Santis. Preaching over here, man. God. Never know who's watching. Exactly, Wilson. Thank you. I do have to walk a thin line to get the truth out. Always, man. I've had 4 strikes on my channel. 4. I mean, I'm back to where I just have a warning, but I've had 4 strikes. I love DeSantis. Yeah. There are so many people that like think DeSantis is weaker than Trump. I don't understand that at all. He might not carry as much like charisma as a Trump, as far as like when he walks around, people are like, "Oh my God, that's Trump." But he's definitely more eloquent and a better speaker, and handles the press and handles other politicians better, and seems to have like a better head on his shoulder, and it's more. He's aggressive with his freedom, and I like that. Trump should be in charge. Because, like, I think people think, like, a libertarian just means, like, you just, like, whatever, man, whatever happens, happens. Like, no, You create laws that are so aggressive that allow people to be free. That is the mindset you want. It's like, do not infringe, leave me alone, those kind of things. But they see that as like fascism. Oh my God, that's fascism. Allowing people to be free and wanting people to be free. That's so bad. Well, the dictionary definition didn't change with the truth, but yeah, exactly. It's the flu. Yep. I am wrong to think DeSantis would be awesome in a lethal weapon. No, dude, DeSantis in a lethal weapon. You could be the new Mel Gibson. Let's see. Okay. Good man for doing what you do, brother. Hey, thanks so much. That's why I'm watching you speak the truth. Most dare not. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I work in a career that I could lose everything for doing what I do. So I appreciate you guys saying that. Not afraid to speak up because and also it's not even necessarily about speaking out. It's more about like making you not feel alone, you know? Because like this world, you could feel pretty lonely quick, depending where you live or, you know, your community and stuff like that. You could just feel like the world's going crazy. You don't feel like you have anyone to talk to or feel like you have a space of a place where you feel comfortable being yourself at and stuff like. So I hope you can come to my channel and you could, you know, feel safe enough to like express yourself. Some creators here delete their live streams. So they do it all the time. They delete their live streams all the time and I don't. So I would only delete, like when I start to do my call-in show, which also, again, we're going to have a call-in show tomorrow, so be there, be square. I will delete that on YouTube, most likely, if it gets a little spicy, but I'll keep it on Rumble. But call-in show, delete. But real life show, nah, I don't care. In fact, like, make sure to follow me on Rumble because you never know when this day is going to come. I don't know because they constantly change the rules all the time. They constantly just like move the line because when the line is just like gray, then they can just move it up and down whenever they want. And especially when election season comes up. So like content creators have no idea like what you're allowed to say and what you're not allowed to say. And also it's just hard to keep up. It's like, I'm not going to read it because then I'm going to be constantly concerned about that. And I try not to think about it because then I can't be myself. The point of propaganda is to make you feel alone. Exactly. The point of propaganda is to make you feel alone. I like that. Yeah. It's frightfully effective. It is frightfully effective. The whole point of propaganda is to keep your mouth shut, you know? Hey, don't say that. You're going to seem crazy. Keep your mouth shut. Everyone's going to look at you differently. So make sure you speak carefully. And I don't think there's anything wrong with speaking carefully, of course, because only an insane person would say otherwise. Like, or an emotionally deregulated person would say otherwise. But it's important to feel free. If I actually believe something, I should feel like people died for that right. That's why the First Amendment is so important. Hey, they took my first channel down out of nowhere, zero strike. Exactly, they do that. They'll just take it down. I feel cheated more than I do alone. Yeah, I understand that feeling. That's why I think Rumble is so important because now there's a competitor. Now YouTube is going to think twice before taking down someone's channel because they're like, oh crap, that's our money. You know, one of the reasons I love having 10 subs on my alternate channel, YouTube can't care less about my gibberish. You'd be surprised, man. I got my first strike when I had like 50 subs. Move the goalpost constantly. Yes. I can't take credit for that quote. I took it from Ratherfest. Hey, don't worry about it. We all steal from everyone. We will steal for $1 billion. 1984 has come to fruition, and it's unfortunate. Camaraderie. I can't accept Biden got 80 million legit. Biden is our most popular president ever. I constantly say that all the time. It's like, it's just, if you're like Reagan was the most no, Biden. It's nuts. Rumble is the future. I'll submit. Yeah. Rumble certainly seems like the future. Rumble right now sucks for live stream though. Like sometimes it's like good for me and then sometimes it just doesn't connect. Like I don't know. BitChute is a Wild Wild West. It's so retro. I'm also on BitChute. Brave New World is the goal. Did you guys know that Biden started talking about Roe versus Wade? Camaraderie. I like that. Biden's more popular than Al Bundy in his high school years. Yes. Did you see freaking Biden is like on some drugs lately. He's like all hopped up and ready to fight everyone. But here's him being asked about Roe versus Wade. Because this is like, honestly, this is like the most important question that's coming on in this election as far as like, where do Democrats draw the line for abortion? Is it all the way up till birth? Is it like, 6 weeks? Is it 18 weeks? Is it 16 weeks? Like where's the line where it becomes you shouldn't do that? And they won't say it because then they have to have a stance. And so they rather just talk about how like Republicans are taking away women's right to freedom, bodily autonomy. They want to control our bodies. And you're like, but where do you draw the line? Hey, we should be able to do whatever we want. But here's Joe Biden losing his mind.
Should there be any restrictions on abortion at all? Any restrictions on abortion at all? Yes, there should be. What should they be? And Roe v. Wade. Read it, man. You'll get educated. No, I'm going to ask you. Okay.
Leave it, man. You'll get educated. Don't worry about it. And then I pulled up Roe versus Wade, and I read all about it, and I don't see any restrictions. It just says they have the right to abortion. So maybe we should read it together. I don't know. I've tried commenting on your live shows on Rumble, and it never works for me. Dude, I don't get Rumble. Sometimes Rumble is smooth. Sometimes it's not like this. People try to make it out to be like this perfect. It's not as good as YouTube. It's never. You see, I invented it. Oh yeah. Propaganda, 100%. Mockingbird Media, shit myself again. The Pope's the black man. 1974, the Roe versus Wade decision that continued to end pregnancy belongs to the individual, not the government. So, to end pregnancy belongs to the individual, so it's subjective. Roe held the specific belief that guaranteed liberty of the 14th Amendment in the Constitution, which protects individuals' privacy, includes the right to abortion prior to federal viability. Then it just goes on, and then there's nothing as abandoned duty to protect the fundamental and overturn, blah, 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 blah. There's nothing about it saying when they draw the line. Forcing people to travel hundreds. Court's decision likely will lead to half the United States, blah, blah, blah. Forcing people to travel. Summary, here we go. Constitution which protects personal, I'm sorry I'm like mumbling, but there's nothing. For the first time, Roe placed reproductive decision-making alongside other fundamental rights such as freedom of speech, freedom of religion, by conferring it to the highest degree of the Constitution as strict scrutiny. Compelling interest. I held no interest compelling through the band. There's nothing. It's it's a women's right to end pregnancy, and it's completely subjective. Yeah. So maybe Biden should read it. I don't know. Call me crazy. Call me freaking crazy. Even the original participants of Roe vs. Wade are opposed to it too. Yeah, 100%. I remember safe, legal, and rare was how it used to be. Now it's like celebrate your abortion because it's freaking awesome to murder children. It's like, it's the best, man. I've had 18 abortions just yesterday. Like, we live in such an insane time, but there's nothing about like how many weeks. I think like the first thing right here is the most important thing is like recognize the decision whether to continue or end pregnancy belongs to the individual, not the government. So it's subjective. So when Biden says this, and I've seen so many leftists like, yeah, in your face, suck it. God, the media sucks. Biden, Dark Brandon, at it again. And just like, he's not. And please tell me if I'm wrong, because I just read that. And I didn't see anything other than subjective stuff. Biden doesn't know how to read, Derek. He probably hasn't read. I mean, I don't think any of these politicians read any of these bills. You know, they just say these things. They just like pull it out of their butts, and they're just like, hey, the American Rescue Plan. We're here to rescue Americans. Can't believe Republicans don't want to rescue Americans. Hey. Abortion has become a form of birth control, and that's wrong. Yes. These people act like, people like to pretend like there's no such thing as birth control, condoms, the day after pill. Like, people talk about, like, rape. And, like, if you get raped, take the day after pill afterward. Like, I don't, like, what do you... There are so many methods, and again, it always goes down the argument too. It's like, okay, what if no abortions, but if you get raped, then you can have one? And they're like, oh, no. Ooh, no. I'm like, just don't use that in an argument then. Don't say it. Because you're just doing it to draw on people's emotional strings because that's all you care about. Because you know your argument's stupid. At least Republicans don't need to make sure their butt's been wiped. My butt's been wiped. I need to find that clip. My butt's been wiped, Biden. My butt's been wiped. I like Snopes. The first thing is like, where is it? Yeah, here we go. Okay, here we go.
What must be what? What must be what? What must be what?
Oh, God. Everything the Democrats say or do is opposite of true. I would say for most of them, yes. I don't want to like say all because, you know, absolutes are absolutely silly. My butt's been wiped. Remember, you can get condoms at a bowling alley. Yeah, or at the gas station. Or at Costco. That's where I get my condoms. Because I buy in bulk, baby. Let's go. Tell another thing about weak, brainless males. We would have murder brains. Yeah, okay, that's exactly. Peace and love. Hey, man. My butt's been wiped. But there's Roe vs. Wade down in the dumps. Okay. Also, did you guys see this video being passed around of New York City? Their new migrant shelter they created. So New York City created a migrant shelter for illegal migrants. So maybe the medical professionals should restrict it, not the government. Yeah, 100%. But New York City created a migrant facility for single adult males. All right, this is insane, especially because of how many homeless and open air drug use is going on in our streets. Hey, see you guys. This video is insane. There's like Xboxes and like I can't imagine being a homeless person watching this crap. That shelter made me die. Yeah, I know. This is
If you're
insane.
a single adult man, you're going to come here to this facility starting tomorrow.
When migrants first walk in after
which no one wants to talk about, for one, is that majority of people crossing the border are a single adult men. It's not just families.
It's not just like families looking for like an American dream.
But let's continue down with huge. That's a big screen than what I have.
intake, they will see a recreational room set up with rows of couches, TVs, Xboxes, and board games.
That is a new Xbox. I don't even have that.
There will also be a phone bank so migrants can connect with family in order to find more permanent housing.
We can do that in 24 hours, maybe even less. Many times, it's going to take longer than that. It could take days.
Next, there is a cafeteria that will provide migrants with 3 meals a day, and snacks, coffee, and tea will be available 24/7.
What, is this a cruise? Is this a cruise boat? Is this Carnival Cruise Line?
Hey, Carnival Cruise Line coming on down for illegal migrants from the shelter. Come on down, you can play Xbox, we'll have games, we'll have a camp counselor come out and get everyone round up and have a good time. You don't have to pay for anything, it's all free. You homeless people, stay out there, you're disgusting.
Those meals are all culturally appropriate.
Those homeless Americans, gross.
It is South American fare. The menu.
Oh, so it's South American fare. It's a menu they know. We're not just going to give them pizza like in Martha's Vineyard.
South American fare. The menu rotates on a regular basis.
Oh, it's a different menu because you don't want to get, illegal migrants. You don't want them to get bored of what they're eating. You want to make sure it's high quality stuff and make sure that the best 5-star chef comes down and fixes them something nummy, something good to put in their tummy.
If you're a single,
this is insane. Like, that's insane. That is insane. But of course, they're treating these people better than the average American citizen who's on welfare stamps, who needs help, who lives on the street. Like, of course. I mean, if you've been to a homeless shelter lately, they are not like that whatsoever. But again, these Democrats care about you, and you are the priority. Just like Joe Biden said The economy is his number one priority. That's freaking nuts, man. That is like the most nutty thing ever. So taxpayers are buying Xboxes for illegals? Yes. That's not even accounting for Xbox. Yeah, Xbox Live. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Nothing about homeless vets, though. Yeah. Who cares about the vets, right? What do? Put their body on the line for our country? Ugh. Losers. Like, what? What is going on? We don't even know what Britain is doing for their illegals. No. They literally put them in luxury cruise. It literally looks like a luxury cruise ship. It looks like a Carnival cruise line. That's why people are going crazy. Yeah, 100%. Because why wouldn't you go crazy? That is nuts. But it just gets better and better. I bet their butts are being wiped too. My butt's been wiped. Probably. But there are probably bidets in the toilets, you know? They're just like, and they have Charmin Ultra. Because you want to make sure those butts are nice and smooth and soft. I can't say that, Brendan. But I mean that generally makes me angry. As somebody who works with people that don't have a lot of money, like seeing that makes me so angry because it's me that pays for it, not them, you know? So if you're not from this country and you break the law, you get to go to a cruise line. You get whatever you want. I mean, I like that guy was like talking about like, you know, the cuisine is South American. Like, how about it just be American? You're in America now. We're not just catering to your every. How can we serve you today, sir? I would like a Chipotle burrito. No, we're giving you chimichangas. Darren Watkins, let's go, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon is doing a great job. Freaking A. My butt's been wiped. AOC, another obnoxious comment. Yes. Hey, Pickles, what's good? What's going on, Darren Watkins and Pickles? Red wave of coming. Darren, the thing about the red wave thing, I swear to God, if the Republicans get in the power and they do nothing, they're done. It's over. Like, how can you vote for them again if they get in the power and they do nothing again? Like, we just talked about how they're gearing up for a $50 billion new Ukraine spending package that they want to pass in January because they're concerned that Republicans are going to do it. And I just think like Republicans are going to get in and they'll push for $40 billion. You know what I mean? Like, I'm excited. I hope the red wave happens. I hope like things change and I hope like some good people get elected in. But I hope that like when the minute they get in, I hope they get to work. And I hope they don't just like go on their new favorite Fox News shows or go on their favorite podcasts and just be about their celebrity appearances. Like, now's the time to do stuff. Like, stop being like Lindsey Graham that only comes out every 4 to, like, he's like a leprechaun. He only comes out once a year and pretends to be conservative or like, so, but there's some good candidates for once. It's nice to see. People aren't, they're not the old Republican Party where they were concerned about New York Times articles written about them. They don't care anymore. They're learning that when you're called a racist, it means you're actually saying good things as opposed to the opposite. Mitch is a biotech McConnell. Mitch McConnell's the worst. I love when liberals try to like talk about Mitch McConnell and me. I'm like, yeah, I agree. He's the worst. They will get grandstanding. They will get to work grandstanding and doing like, I hope it won't be a bunch of grandstanding and they actually do work and they actually like push laws that help me in my freedom. And they don't just like become, somebody like a political commentator, Michael Malice, always says that conservatism or Republicans or whatever is just progressivism with speed bumps. And I hope that doesn't remain true after this election. I hope they just start to have a backbone, grow some balls for God's sake. Grow some freaking balls. Republicans, for the most part, a big letdown during Trump's time. Yes, people don't talk about that enough. Trump had so much power, and they didn't do much. Do you think Trump will run in 2024? Yes, I think. Whatever you think about Trump, let's put it in the chat. That's a fun poll. I think Trump will run in 2024 for sure, because because Trump loves himself. I mean, like, there's a reason why he's like such a profound businessman and he's everywhere and he creates everything. You got to be a little bit of a egomaniac to even run for president. For one, you got to love yourself a little bit and think you're amazing. So, and he's one of the best at that. And maybe he'll like come in with a vengeance. I know that's what everyone is like putting all their hope in that basket, that Trump this time will come back and actually maybe not align himself with his entire nepotism and his whole family, and he'll actually, bring in people that are good at their job instead of like people like Jared Kushner and stuff. Like, so I don't know. I like Ron from Florida. Me too. Papa is likely correct. I know. I hope he's not, but that's kind of how I feel too. I don't have. Hey, thanks for the walk-ins. Thanks for the subscription, man. I don't have a lot of. I don't put a lot of hope. And I think it's important not to put a lot of hope in politicians to begin with. You know what I mean? That way you hold them accountable for your own values. You hold them accountable for things that you believe, and stuff like that. Joe Biden knows himself too. Biden loves himself too. Yeah, Biden will run. When Biden said nobody fucks with the Bidens when he was in Florida, he will run. He will run. I don't care if he can't string one sentence together. Now it's just like every other sentence, but if he can't string one, he'll still run. I'm hoping I'm wrong, yo. Yeah, me too. I hope both of us are wrong, but I just don't have a lot of faith. You grow up, man. You start to grow up and you realize that, like, also that don't just put hope in a whole group of people. You know what I mean? It's like there are good people in all sectors of life. You just have to find them. But to say like this organization is perfect is silly. We need some sort of change. Inflation is killing me. Gas is $7. California gas is $7. That I've heard that, and that sucks. I'm sorry. Inflation is killing me too. Inflation is the cruelest tax on the poor. Always remember that. When people talk about Biden hasn't raised tax, like, yes, Biden has raised tax by inflation. So, speaking of Biden, there is this cringy ad being pushed around. You guys got to see this. This is Slim Pickens as usual. Yeah, he's done, spent years ago. Yeah, but he'll come back. This is literally one of the most cringy ads ever. This is the new Biden ad. This is for real, okay? This is a real Biden ad, and you need to see it. And they're trying to show him how great he is. But here's the Biden ad.
The White House kicking off its efforts to forgive student loan debt.
Biden, admin, 10K in my pocket, 10K in my pocket.
For Pell Grant recipients, that goes up to $20,000.
20K in my pocket, 20K in my pocket. Website. 10K in my pocket, 20K in my pocket.
The White House kicking off.
Oh, dear God. Don't ever watch that again. I feel like I just get the glow sticks out. Yeah. I feel like you have to have like some kind of like disclaimer, like, if you have a heart condition, do not watch this ad. God. Taxation, income tax is unconstitutional. Taxation is theft. Yes. You grow up and find out that Shawn Michaels didn't really know Maddie Gennarini, the barbershop window. My childhood died that day. I'm sorry, Papa. Stacey Abrams and Hunter Biden 2024. Yes. Go back to the perverted ghost. Yeah, I know. Go back to the. Yeah, I'm sorry. We'll go back to the Vice. I mean, what's that show? I'm already blinking. Yeah, go back to the sexy ghost. Shepard Smith's still on TV. Yeah, he does the real news. Shepard Smith, cutting through the BS. It's me.
The White House kicking off its efforts to forgive student loan debt.
Biden, admin, 10K in my pocket, 10K in my pocket.
For Pell Grant recipients, that goes up to $20,000.
Oh, God. I want to, like, punch myself in the face. God.
Actually, I love this song. Yes.
20K in my pocket. 20K in my pocket. Website. 10K in my pocket. 20K in my pocket.
The White House kicking off its efforts.
Oh, God. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to freaking throw up. That music was dated back to the early 2000 standards. Yeah, certainly. 311.
Come original. I got to come original.
Mind programming for the week. Why is CNN still in the air? They have no ratings. Money. That's all it takes with these people. Unlike me, I'm like fighting for subscribers. They just have a financial backing. That's why people like the Young Turks are okay, because they had so much money backing up, even if they say insane things. I feel like I gotta take a drink of water. That was nuts. Oh, I'm gonna throw up. I feel like that would have played in 1999 Warehouse Rave. Yeah, it filled rave. Yes, the Young Turds. Oh, God, they're the worst. They're one of the original grifters of the day. All right. I needed a break. I need a mental break. Amber is the best. Amber is the best, though. She's a total babe. There's this weird coffee shop in Japan. They will all be sued. In today's world, everyone's going to be sued. I'm sure my day will come.
Hey, don't say that. It's defamation.
I'm like, do you like Alex Jones? What do you mean by that? Do I think he is hysterical and I love watching his videos because they make me laugh a lot? Absolutely. We got an Alex Jones interview coming up in a little bit. This brand new interview. Is Alex Jones about? I mean, I think I think Alex Jones is one of the most interesting, creative people in today's culture, especially when it comes to politics. He's like Trump. He enters the room. Every eye goes to them. Everybody wants to know what he's talking about, even if they disagree with him. He's just one of those kind of personalities, Oh, man. I would love to be on a show with him because I think it would be one of the best experiences, funniest experiences of my life. He speaks truth sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Everyone speaks truth sometimes, just like me. Every once in a while, I hit the nose. Sometimes I don't. Alex Jones is a trooper for speech. Yeah. And that's the biggest part. It's I support my channel. I support freedom of speech, period. I don't care what you say. And if I disagree with you or think you're an asshole, I just turn you off, period. That's it. The Young Turks are the Alex Jones for the leftists. Yeah, exactly. Except they're unintentionally funny. Yes. Yeah, Alex. I know Alex struggles with alcoholism a little bit, and he drinks too much, and he goes on air when he drinks too much and stuff like that. So you always have to kind of know that. But he's hilarious. You had me at Japanese coffee shop. Yeah, I'm about to cue it up. The Young Turks suck and are controlled by the yeah. Well, they have so much money. And they're I don't know. I mean, what's his face talks about being okay with having sex with animals and stuff. So there's that. Alex Jones is funny as hell and correct about 90%. Okay, yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah. You think Trump will run again? Yes, I do, Bruce. Did you put it in the chat? Wow, 18% of you said no. That's fine, Derek. Freedom of speech doesn't care about you either. Am I canceled yet? Yes. I'm canceling you right now. Chink yogurt. It's bad because people feel as though they can't say who they like as they might get future thought police canceled. Yes. 100% gas. 100%. It's also too, it's if I enjoy having conversations with anybody. I would have a conversation with Hitler. I would have a conversation with the devil himself. Because I'm okay to talk to everyone. I'm not so triggered by everything in the world that I just feel like I can't talk to people. I would talk to the Young Turks. I don't care. I know they're cringy as heck and all that stuff, but I would just do it. And I know they're weirdos too, but I'm just of the I'm maybe older and part of the mindset of like talk to everyone, give everyone a voice, and if I don't understand something or if I think they're a douche, like go find out for myself. Don't just let some other YouTuber like Tim Pool or Joe Rogan or quarreling or I don't know. I don't let other people dictate how I think. So I want to hear from themselves. Like if people tell me Alex Jones is evil, I'm like, okay, I'll go watch him or I'll go talk to him and I'll tell you if I believe that. Liberal left weirdos, yes, they're 100%. It's the silent majority, always, man, always. Well, it's a silent majority that it's just the silent. The silent people are the ones that you should be thinking about the most because maybe there's something you're getting wrong. I feel safer chatting on Rumble, but I'm not sure that matters. So Chords, I usually click the thing. There's a thing on YouTube that I can click that doesn't allow for chat replay. So the minute my YouTube is done, I get rid of my chat. So feel comfortable saying whatever you want. I'm triggered by the two things in life: gluten-free beer and everything else. Gluten-free beer is a joke, dude. And people try to unintentionally push people apart. Always, man. Always. Exactly. And that's another thing. Like, they'll tell you, like, don't talk to this person because they're racist. Don't do this because they're blank. And you're just like, I'm going to talk to this person. Why? Or I'm okay with disagreeing with them. Or I'm okay with just being like, yeah, that person's racist. And I want to figure out why they're racist or why they think that way and stuff like that. Who will be Trump's running mate? That is the question, Bruce. That is a question that I don't think anyone knows. And I don't know who it is. Donald Trump Jr.? I don't know. Like, I think we can all guess and speculate, and people are just like, it's going to be DeSantis, and then DeSantis is going to take over. I'm not totally sure. I don't know if DeSantis and Trump even get along, you know? Like, they're two pretty big alpha dudes. So I just don't... Alpha dudes don't enjoy submitting to one another. But that's just my thought. Where's Hunter in his laptop? Probably having a good time on some of that good stuff. I don't know. Division and drama are big sellers. Yes, people love drama. People love destroying people's lives too. We're a culture that is obsessed with destruction. And so if someone's life is being ruined because of a video, we all flock to it. We all want to know what's going on. And I mean, I'm a victim of that as well. It's just part of it. I hate that, and I wish Tulsi Gabbard, I could see that. I mean, there are so many people you could say I could see. JFK Jr. Yeah. Trump DeSantis would be a train wreck. Yeah. I don't think they would get along. Or I think like the media wouldn't know who to focus on too. But it would definitely be interesting. And then I don't know if DeSantis wants to be associated with Trump too. You know, there's that. Tulsi would be a good running mate. Seems like she would be a good VP. I don't really like her as a president. I mean, she endorsed Joe Biden at one point. So there's that. People forget about that. People are just like, oh, she's one of us. No. She is not. But she at least talks about the military-industrial complex and at least calls out people and isn't a total shill, it seems like. And people, I can't tell if she's a grifter. I can't tell if she's like that video where she came out and said she's leaving the Democratic Party. It's like right as she's starting her new podcast. I'm like, is that on... That seems a little too coincidental, but I don't know. She seems like a genuine person, so there's that. And I don't want to take that away from her. And again, I don't want to let her speak. I don't want to speak for her. Trump DeSantis reside in the same state can't happen unless one changes residency. Well, okay, there's that. Didn't even think of that. Yeah, this Trump's residency, is he officially in Florida, or is he still like a Hillary Clinton where he's like, I'm in Florida? Like she's like, I'm a New Yorker. Like, no, you're not. Trump better get out of his head or out of his ass. Dude. See, that's the thing, is that he wants to take credit for that. And he won't let it go. Because, I don't know. I don't get it. Doesn't make any sense. It's like, at this point, you should probably pull back a little bit. Realize that's not the winning argument. It's not going to help. They lump DeSantis and Trump together, so I hate both. Yeah, exactly. Well, they lump them together because they have the same kind of energy, and they talk like this, and they do this, and they talk with their fingers, and and they talk about fake news and stuff like that. Trump DeSantis is like cheesesteak pizza. It sounds like a good idea on paper, but when it happens, it's bad on a profound level. You don't like cheesesteak pizza? I don't think I've ever had cheesesteak pizza. I want to look at this Japanese coffee shop. Trump filed a declaration of domicile. One of the months saying his property was in Palm Beach. Oh, okay. Well, his permanent residence. Okay, so his permanent residence is in Florida. Gotcha. I don't keep up with like everything Trump does. I'm not obsessed with him. I like a lot of his policies, and I did vote for him for both times. But I didn't. I'm not like. I don't worship him. I don't like. He's just a dude to me. He's not the savior of the world to me. I don't like. I think God's the savior of the world. So I mean, call me crazy. Call me crazy, but I think God is better than Trump. But I do want to see this video. Would you go to this Japanese coffee shop?
Yeah, I'm ready. Not for you. Okay, well. Yeah. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you. Okay. Okay. And this one? Oh, and the bag. Okay.
That brings a new meaning to glory holes. I know, it's so weird.
Thank you.
I don't worship Trump, but I do know a thing or two about how politics works. Yeah, me too. Exactly, man.
Thank you.
This is so weird.
Arigatou. I want to get my head pat.
This is like furry heaven. Like, what is that, man? What is that? I think always like to find out if you worship something or you're like so concerned with it. If somebody makes fun of it, if you feel like you need to defend it immediately, you should probably check yourself before you wreck yourself. Would you go to that coffee shop? This is like furry heaven. Arigatou gozaimasu. God. That's so weird. It's so weird. Sorry, I just had to get a little like emotional political break because so far we've been live for 2 hours. Man, I'm killing it right now, bruh. I don't even like regular baristas. Hey, I used to be one. That's offensive. Why the hell would I want to drink at that shop? I don't know. People just like love weird experiences. You know, people are obsessed with experiencing new things or just being weirded out. I think I want to. All right. Let's watch this. I want to see this Alex Jones interview. I think it might be interesting. Because I know people like myself and you are obsessed with him. Was that in Pakistan? No, it was in Japan. You didn't hear that? Arigatou gozaimasu. First, I take my coffee like I live my life dark, depressing, and substandard quality. Hey, man, I roast my own beans, and I drink it black. I always like roast Ethiopian. I like the Ethiopian blend. I'm an Ethiopian brat. You know where coffee got started or whatever. But before we watch this interview, let's watch a Freedom Tunes clip of Alex Jones being fined for
Ready to pay up? Here, put it in our Alex Jones was wrong jar.
I've got just over $1 billion at this location. It's yours.
This is my first time ever watching Freedom Tunes. I've never seen his stuff. That wasn't funny. Oh God, that was so bad. Sorry I had to put you guys through that. I thought that was supposed to be funny. Okay, let's watch this clip. This Alex Jones video. I'm going to have to pause it every once in a while for copyright crap. How's everyone feeling in the chat? We've been going live for 2 hours and 20 minutes. How's everyone feeling? I appreciate everyone for being here. It means a lot to me. How's everyone doing? Thought about making more coffee for myself. I take my coffee like I live my life. Can I sue Canada for $1 billion? We should all sue Canada for... Blame Canada! Blame Canada! Is Alex Jones the bad guy? What do you guys think? Let's end this poll. There we go. New poll. Freedom Tunes rocks, and there's more to it than this. I think I just need to give more of a chance. That's the first time I've ever watched that. It's kind of corny, but I've heard they're funny. And I was just like looking up. I was trying to find this interview, and I saw that Freedom Tunes clip pop up, and I was like, oh, cool. It's only 40 seconds long too. Sick. It's an impressive like how long it takes to make a cartoon though. Do you think Alex Jones will pay up? No. Nah, they'll like they'll find a way to acquit it. They'll say that the jury was biased or something. But he's gonna pay a lot for his lawyers. That's for damn sure. Alex Jones is Deadpool, not exactly good, but he's the hero we deserve. Right.
It's the hero we deserve.
Do you guys think Alex Jones will pay up? I'll put that in the chat. Will Alex Jones pay? Okay. New poll. Will Alex Jones pay? Alex Jones, kangaroo court. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, you knew that going into it, though. That's why God told that one guy to invent appeals. Yeah, there you go. Freedom Tunes has these two intellectual guys debunking. Like Seamus? Is that what you're talking about? The Real Good Citizen. Nope. So you guys all think no? Oh, somebody wrote who cares. Wow. No one. You don't care about Alex? All right, let's see this. Let's watch some of this clip. Keep in the chat going. Nope, not guilty. The views and opinions expressed by those found in this video belong to the speakers or authors alone and do not reflect or represent the views and opinions held by YouTube, its partners, or its own viewers. The information I should do something similar to this. The information contained in this video have been produced with no warranty expressed or implied to validity, accuracy, reliability, completeness, and legality or usefulness. Oh God, this is a lawyer mouthful.
Alex, how are you doing, man?
You're with a bad guy right now. You want to just punch me in the face?
No.
Oh my. Okay, so far so good. According to Google, Alex is worth $900 million, probably. I mean, I don't know how much he's worth. He's definitely worth a lot. I mean, his supplement company makes stupid amounts of money, and also he gets a lot of clicks on his YouTube, like his videos. So I don't know.
Man.
You're with a bad guy right now. You want to just punch me in the face?
No.
God, so far so good. This is why I would love to interview him.
Alex Jones.
It's the most important case. Look what's coming from it. I've been appealed. Freedom of speech dies. Exactly. Yeah, I know. It's a really important case because people like Kanye. Kanye is next, and then who's next after Kanye? Get in the chat. Who's going to be sued next after Kanye?
He is the bad guy. Why didn't you give a quadrillion? Why didn't you give a quadrillion? Why? Because you hate the families and the children.
That's a good point.
That jury hated those families and cheated them.
Good God, he is slapping the shit out of himself. Oh my God, man. I feel bad for him. I'm sure he's kind of losing his mind a little bit.
Why did you not give them trillions? Honey, do you like Tulsi Gabbards?
Oh, of course.
So Tulsi, my wife's hot. She wants to have a threesome with you. Maybe show them your gun. Let's get some high ratings here.
Yeah, that's some.
Later, come up the end, she's taking it off, folks.
She's got more guns.
No, sir, she's taking it off.
We're
going X-rated at the end. It's gonna boost your ratings. We're really good here. Go ahead and show them your guns. Look at that.
Yeah,
see?
that's it. I got to start doing yoga.
Whoa, I'm so uncomfortable. Didn't he? I thought him and his wife got divorced. I'm confused. Alex Jones might pay up to $20 a month. He's a party animal. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, he likes the drink. He always talks. He's always like, "I'm gonna give up drinking by this weekend." Like, dude, no, you're not. You need help, brother. As far as when it comes to drinking. But dang, I thought he like divorced his wife. Does somebody know that? Get in chat. Tell me if I'm right or wrong.
Alex, how are you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm a big fan. So is my wife. So
yeah.
Been following your stuff for 4 or 5 years. Love your work.
That is literally one of my favorite things he says. He says that to like everyone. I've been following your work. I love your work. He's such a good complimenter at the beginning. Anytime I watch his interviews, he always says that. I love what's going on. I've been following you for a long time. Like, dude, no way. That's his second wife. Oh, okay, gotcha. Wife number 2. Smokes that weed too. Yeah. I'm not as concerned about that as like abusing alcohol. I mean, the alcohol will get you that alcohol belly and that thick neck and heart problems and like all the bad stuff in the world. Okay, that's the second one. Gotcha. That stuff's sad anyways. I know people were like mocking him for being divorced and stuff. That stuff's sad, man.
You've brought us a lot of joy.
Yeah, well, I tried, man.
I know Joe Rogan's a big fan too.
I don't know. Sometimes I wonder.
He's told me he's a fan.
But you're doing good because I know some crazy
Joe Rogan's a fan. I don't even know who this is. Ping for Trip. Does anybody know who this guy is? Ping for Trip? 240,000. Like I didn't even know who this guy was until I saw him post something about Alex Jones, and a bunch of people I follow started liking it, and I was like, oh, Alex Jones. No, he has a young child. Exactly. That's why it's sad to me. As soon as like children are involved in a divorce, that's when, because I'm a child of a divorce, and that shit affects the kids more than people think.
I'm doing great. I'm the $1 billion man. Not many people have a negative $1 billion.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Oxycontin killed tens of thousands of people on record knowingly. They got a $600 million judgment. And then a judge in Connecticut and Texas found me guilty, told the jury I was guilty. I couldn't defend myself. They told the jury I sent a man to pee on someone's grave. They don't have evidence the man peed on it. They don't have evidence I sent him. I don't know anything about it. But
see, that's the biggest thing is like you can call him crazy. You can say all these crazy stuff or said he lied and stuff like that. But he wasn't telling people to commit acts of violence or commit acts of getting in people's faces. And that's where like somebody who creates content, like I would never tell you to do stuff. That's like that is going to like harm other people or harm yourself and stuff like that. Because why would I? You're just asking to be sued, and also you're asking to go to jail. So, but like just saying something is a conspiracy or something is not real when it's real, you should be allowed to say that, even if it's like the most insane thing. You know. It's like I think Holocaust deniers should be allowed on all platforms because it's important to know that those people believe that or to call them out and stuff like that, you know? Or the Young Turks, the Armenian genocide, they're allowed to question that.
It's my fault. Everything that ever happens to Sandy Hook families, the judge ruled it's my fault. So they sat there for 5 weeks telling them that I did all these horrible things with no evidence.
Yeah.
And then they said $1 billion. And then the media spun it and said, Jones, during the verdict, said he'll never pay it.
Yeah.
I don't have...
Cough, cough, Maxine Waters. Get in their faces. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
With all my assets, liquid cash, more than $2 million. We have enough money to pay the payroll around this place here. So it's kind of a joke when It's like saying you have 2 gallons of blood in your body or 3 gallons, whatever it is.
Okay.
They want 10,000 gallons.
Yeah.
So like, we want 10,000 gallons of blood. You're like, well, I only have 2 gallons. They're like, well, look at you again, hurting these poor people that only made $73 million off Remington. Remington sold the gun legally through a gun shop to his mother, Adam Lanza, the guy that killed the kids.
Yeah.
And we don't know his name. We all know Alex Jones' name. So it's a very successful media operation because I barely ever covered it previously.
Yeah.
And then once Hillary ran against.
Wasn't it also that like they scoured through all his content and they could only come up with like, after years and years of content, they only could come up with like 20 minutes of actual footage to use in the court trial or something like that? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it was something like that. It was some like really stupid low number. It'd be like somebody like me that has like hours and hours of content and they're like, here's like a 2-second segment. And you're like, my show is more than this. I don't talk about this the whole time.
Trump on it the last month, it made me into this big guy. And then that's where it's basically gone from there. So it's a study in psyops. How do you counter a populace that's very successful, rallying the people against a globalist takeover? You take something I said out of context, blow it up to a mountain, and then never stop hammering it, and then have a jury told that somebody's already guilty, because the judge has found you guilty.
Yeah, that was weird.
And then fine them $1 billion. So
I heard that it was about the YouTube, all your YouTube videos. They wanted all your YouTube videos, and you just couldn't get them because you're banned.
I have no assets of my own. I signed over everything to my dog. So if you want any money, you sue my dog. Exactly. Me too.
Well, that was part of it. Early on, they began the process in Connecticut and in Texas of threatening to default, as the judge did, with 2 different judges, because YouTube had taken us down and purged everything. That was our main archive. And so they subpoenaed, so we want all your YouTube videos. We said, well, we store them here. Plus, they'd already gotten the ones they wanted anyways. And judge said, if you can't find them, I may default you. And then there was a big controversy that was all over the news. When Twitter froze our account before they banned it, then they sanctioned me saying, you've deleted your tweets. But Twitter had banned us.
So that was, what are you going to do about that?
Well, technically, we didn't give them discovery.
Yeah.
Which isn't true. We gave them more discovery than anybody's ever done in a defamation case. During their prosecution, where I couldn't defend myself, hearing and damages in Texas and Connecticut, already found guilty. You see all my emails, all my text messages, cherry picked, all of it, but we didn't give them anything.
I get frustrated because you hear so many people when they bring this up, it's always about, what he said, and it's never about, is this his First Amendment right to say this?
Well, that's right. Trump.
That's the point. People are so consumed with talking about him, what he said, and not like, should he be allowed to say it? And that's why this case is so important.
Trump's been censored off the internet. Kanye West. Now PayPal said we're going to charge $2,500 for anything we don't like, anything we say is disinformation, that they would have made hundreds of billions of dollars. They've backed off for now, but they pick a Louis Farrakhan or an Alex Jones or a Donald Trump that's popular with some, unpopular with others. And once they've set the precedent to be able to take them down and people put up with it, then it's everybody. And they've admitted that. And again, whether you think I'm the worst guy on earth or not, the judge found I'm guilty. It's a new tactic. In America, judges don't find you guilty, juries do.
Yeah.
And so this is their new tactic. They've said it's a new tactic to try to take out Joe Rogan, try to take out Tucker Carlson, Steven Crowder. Yeah. And then once they get those guys, they'll get everybody. So this is a desperate power structure cleaning.
Who do you guys think is next? Seriously, is it? Do you think it's going to be like Steven Crowder? Do you think it's going to be him? Do you think it's going to be Tim Pool? Do you think it's going to be Rogan? I mean, who do you think it's going to be? Because like I don't know. So YouTube and Twitter inadvertently helped him by deleting his stuff. Yeah, well, there's that. Good point. They're freaking him. Tucker Carlson. Hey, that's the good shout out. I totally agree with that. I think it will be Tucker Carlson too. They hate him. They hate him so much. I mean, people talk about like that Tucker is like this evil person, and it's just those people don't watch. Rogan, most likely, I could see Rogan too. I mean, Rogan talked about vaccine stuff, and they don't like that. We don't like you talking about that, boy. Oop. Fix my camera. Perfect. Tim Pool plays ball. Yeah, Tim Pool would never get. He plays way too. He balls hard.
Clinging to the very, vestiges of their power, just hanging on by their fingernails.
Yeah.
And they're in crisis. So this is their death throes. And so people said, man, I love how you're taking it. You're laughing at it. I'm way more worried about nuclear war in
They're
Russia.
coming for me.
I'm way
Yeah. I don't know what they would come for me for. I mean, they might come for me or something, but I haven't made a cent. Well, I haven't made much from streaming, so it's not like you could sue for me for all my money and I would be okay. All the money I made on making podcasts, and I would be financially fine. Like, if that doesn't tell you, like, I'll be okay. But I would never. You can never take my freedom.
way more worried about inflation and crime exploding and open borders and fentanyl deaths and mass suicide and 5G. And again, it's a joke.
Tim Pool loves the smell of his own fart so much that he'll do anything to breathe the stench of a multi-million-dollar company.
When my divorce with my ex-wife ended 7 years ago, I had $100,000 in the bank, which is not bad. $100,000 in the bank, no property, and she got everything, which wasn't much, but I had to buy her out of the business. She was a part of the business, but since I've been married to her for 13 years, they said, you got to give her half the value of the business. So I had to pay her close to $10 million.
Tim Cass is next. Maybe. I don't think so. Maybe. They do hate Tim. I mean, let's just be like, there are many leftists that do hate that guy. They think he's like a grifter, think he's full of crap, think he is like just pretending to be conservative, or like the Tim Pool is like really a secret right-wing guy. Like they like put him on, I don't know, a lot of stuff that is not necessarily true. Russell is in hot water. Hey, that's a good shout out. Russell. Yeah, Russell is in hot water. That's why he went to Rumble. But I don't know. He's kind of loved by the left too much too. I mean, he's in hot water over like elitists and stuff like that, but he doesn't really touch issues when it comes to like, the minute you start talking about like trans rights, like Matt Walsh is probably a good shout out. People aren't thinking about Matt Walsh. What is a woman? People hate him. People hate him. Matt Walsh is one of those people that when the minute they see him, they're just like, Tucker Third. He has a live show on Rumble every day now. Yeah, I've seen that. I started watching that. I'm like, I would love a show that had like a producer and I could just sit behind. I would love. That's a cool vibe. One day I'll have a room that's dedicated to the show and it'll be super cool looking like that. One of these days.
And it took me 6 years to pay that off. So in those years, I suddenly had to make money.
So no, you're starting from the ground floor with me. So when I get huge, which is going to happen,
try to make more money just to pay off and be able to keep running InfoWars. Listen, enough about Sandy Hook. Everybody always wants to get into it.
Well, I don't even want to mention Sandy Hook.
Well, no,
I want to talk about the free speech.
Well, they'll lie
aspect
and censor you and say that we said it didn't happen. I said 6 years ago I thought it happened. 4 years ago on Joe Rogan, I apologized. Then they sued me. So they always lie. I have people every day when I'm out in the street. We're going to dinner tonight, and most folks come over and shake our hand. But if 15 people shake our hands, one person will walk over
Salty
and say,
cracker.
"Why
that's a good shout out too.
don't you leave them alone?" Barely ever talked about them. Didn't send anybody to harass them. Sure as hell didn't make money off of it. My audience knows the truth.
Don't forget us little people. Yeah. 100%. Yeah. No, they are coming from. I copy and paste my entire chat and send it to the FBI every day. And I'm just like, an anonymous tip.
They know what I said and did. But outside of my audience, we're kind of in purgatory.
But just to get back to the SH thing, not to I just want to wrap.
I am in fact responsible for 0.0000197. Yeah, exactly. You are, dude. No, I put it all on you. In fact, if I ever go to jail, I will say it's Papa Burlap is the reason I am the person I am today. I follow all his stuff.
Wrap it up with, we need unpopular speech. We need that to be protected, especially in this day and age where like anybody can say anything and have a mob.
Remember the old days? The ACLU would march for the right of the KKK.
I mean, this is a liberal view. I mean, I'm classical liberal. You know what I mean? And it seems like classical liberals are kind of getting pushed outside of the Democratic Party now because they've gone so.
Well, look at Tulsi Gabbard. She said, this is a power cult of warmongering crazies. I cut my teeth attacking George W. Bush and people. I mean, I don't like the Republican neocons, but the Democrats are so horrible that even compared to the blue blood country club Republicans, that makes them look good. I mean, that's a frightening prospect. So it's not like I moved the Republicans.
Yeah.
The Democrats moved into such psychotic cult level behavior that I'm like, I don't like the Republicans either, but my God, you people are,
Yeah, I mean, they loved you when you were attacking Bush.
That's how they got upset, because it is
Papa, you can clean my toilets.
true they boosted our algorithm. But how that worked is if something was getting clicks, they boosted it.
Yeah.
So I had InfoWars and syndicated radio pushing to YouTube. So it's not like YouTube wrote it for me.
Yeah.
It was if something's already getting a bunch of clicks, it explodes.
Yeah. YouTube is such a strange place these days. Like, I've seen my views just, as my channel blew up, my views just went nowhere. It was weird because all of a sudden I had an extra 150,000 subscribers, but getting less views than what I had.
How it works is you have to get on the phone with their vice presidents.
Yeah, exactly.
And you've got to begin to get on your knees.
Yeah, you got to have a corporation behind you too, right? Because that's what it seems like. We get lost in the left and right thing. It really seems like the internet kind of opened up.
Yeah, left and right is a total distraction. You're right. It was a Wild West for a while. Corporations were like, oh my God, this is dominating us.
Exactly.
So they came in and took it over like record companies.
Yeah.
You want to see my YouTube award?
Yeah. Oh, I've seen it. You shot the hell out of it.
I'll bring it in here right now. This weighs an incredible amount.
Oh my God.
So we hit 1 million subscribers.
I'd probably do the same thing. I think that's hilarious. If I ever got a YouTube award, I'll mark my words. I will shoot at it.
Like 10 years ago.
As long as you clean my toilet and put some nice scent on it, Papa.
Yeah. Years before they deplatformed us, they sent us this. So last year, I got to hand it to whatever it's made out of. We took it out to a local shooting range, and we started shooting it with .308 and with 30-06 high-powered rounds, and they were bouncing off better than high-quality body armor. So we had to start shooting it with .338 Lapua rounds, which is right below a 50 caliber Barrett to shoot through it. So whatever.
Holy crap. Oh my God, those are huge.
They made this out of. It's like Superman's skin or something.
So you could put it in under your shirt and you basically a little bit of body armor.
Yeah, so, but we turned it into a work of art here.
That's beautiful, man.
So they're pretty damn invincible.
I mean, that is my kind of art.
You'll get Island Breeze scent. That's not, I could do Island Breeze.
But yeah, mine wasn't near as big as that. Mine's just a little tiny thing. Mine sucks.
Yours isn't as big as that?
No, mine.
How big is it?
It's tiny.
What are we talking about here?
Tiny little thing. But I guess because you got the million and I got the 100,000.
That's $7 a trigger pull. That's nuts. And I believe you.
That's right.
I mean, we're not comparing dick sizes.
It's a dick joke.
I mean, come
hey,
on.
we like your funny jokes. We're gonna give you some clips. Your new studio is like an alien spaceship. Like aliens figured this out or something.
But hold please. But hold please. You're drunk.
Yeah. Joe, what I want to do is talk to you right now. I want to just say, I love you. Look. I need you. Let me break down.
Are you okay?
Let me just tell you.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, it's so much.
I'm biologically a girl.
No, is that true?
Yep.
Come on.
Yep.
Well, how do we know?
Joe, I swear to God, I want to have sex with you.
I think you should settle down.
There's nothing I want to do more than that.
Let's not go down that road.
So sexy. This is when it gets good. Come sit on my lap, buddy. And she already knows it, by she can recite it.
Okay.
It's like a scripture. Here you go. We're joking.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. It's like aliens invented this. It's like aliens made this up.
She's good. I imagine it's got to be rough, everything Alex is going through, and this is your guy, and you got to watch him go through all this.
It's definitely been stressful, but yet oddly enough, at the same time, it's brought us closer together.
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm very proud of the work he's done. I'm proud of his courage. I believe in what he stands for. Our whole family does.
Yeah.
So
you could have been. This has really brought us closer together because we had a great relationship. We still fought some of our frustration. Yeah. It's almost like we were.
Joe Rogan looks like he's been a very nice cuddling partner. Yeah. The big gorilla.
Like things are like twice as better than ever. Talk about a woman sticking by a man. I don't know what it did, but like last year, what they've done is because she knows the lies too. She's seen it firsthand. Mm-hmm. She's pretty pissed at him.
Yeah.
So, you want to talk about that? Because you talk about it all the time.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, I mean, it's an honor to be attacked by the system. It's
Yeah.
an honor to be attacked by the mainstream media and the globalists and, you know, all those people out there that are trying to take away our humanity and our rights. The fact that they're attacking us means that we're doing a good job.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. But it's a lot for one man to have to take. It's a lot.
Well, my family puts up with it. I appreciate it, but I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah. So what's it like just to be married to this man? Like, he's one of the most unique people in the world.
Yeah.
Like, what's it like?
We're always telling jokes and like speaking in made up languages and
His impression.
What? Alex Jones does pillow talk? He does baby language? I can't imagine Alex Jones talking like, boo boo. What the heck?
These are the best.
Yeah, we laugh a lot. And
Yeah.
I think that's the humor is what gets us through.
And we laugh at ourselves.
Yeah, you have to.
Because I don't compare what I used to look like. I look like shit, but it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't care anymore. I'm really happy. And going through this level of lies, I never did anything mean on purpose. And I did make mistakes. Didn't realize how big I was years ago. They would take out of context stuff.
Well, everybody makes
But
mistakes.
they lie on
That's-
purpose.
Yeah.
And that's the difference.
Yeah.
Is we don't make mistakes on purpose.
Everybody makes mistakes. No one's perfect. It's like what they want to do is, I mean, they want to demonize you. So they're going to do what I do, except for instead of trying to make it a joke, they're editing people's entire lives and just.
Klaus Schwab is jealous of Alex Jones, so handsome. Yeah, and that's a verified fact. Don't attempt to verify that fact. Yeah, I bet he hates him.
Focusing on every negative aspect,
Schwab.
everything you
Fred Klaus Schwab wished he had my voice.
ever did wrong. All of this.
Absolutely. Well, we'll take Joe. I mean, he hasn't done his N-word jokes in 10 years. They were all anti-racist.
Yeah, no, there was no.
And then they clip it together like he's freaking David Duke. I mean, it's like, that's bullshit. All of Joe's black friends know how great he is. Now he helped him in MMA and in comedy, and they just love him more than ever.
Yeah.
That's a little secret about Joe Rogan. He doesn't just pat black people on the head like they need help or something. He admires black people.
Yeah.
And I've known Joe 25 years, and I know that. I'm going to leave it at that. I talk about some of Joe's private stuff, and he got kind of really mad at me about it. He said, that doesn't matter if it makes me look good in front of black people. Don't talk about it.
Yeah.
So I don't. But I mean, the fact that they claim he's a racist is horse crap.
Yeah, it's anybody that's watched just a little bit of Joe knows that's bullshit, you know. But again, reality doesn't matter. Like, they're gonna take every worst aspect. They want to do it to me. They want to do it to my producer Jimmy, Erica. They can take every negative thing you've ever done, everything that looks bad, and just focus on that.
Well, plus Joe will tell you,
and then
he's
we ignore
Sicilian.
all the good.
He's
that somebody
Sicilian,
does.
so the blacks took over Sicily for a while.
Yeah, well,
He'll tell you
that's
he's all
true.
Sicilian, place down. I can tell you.
Yeah.
It's big.
Yeah, okay. Listen. So what was it like having a gay orgy with Tim and Joe?
I'll get on my knees right now.
Stop, he blew me.
I'm really good at it.
He's great. Oh
That's why I love editing. You can make anyone look crazy.
my God.
What's the goal?
Gay orgy.
This is my version of a Make-A-Wish kid going to Disney World.
I mean, it's a big gay hookup deal.
Oh, Jesus Christ. No, I can't.
Just have some.
No, I can't. I can't.
B fucking S.
Okay, hold on. Settle down.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Now I'm pissed.
I cannot.
Give up your body, or I will kill everybody.
You're going up against forces that are with
God, freaking editing. Papa, don't ever cut up my videos to do this.
way too powerful. You don't even know what you're knocking on here.
Joe, I'm true Illuminati.
If you go against these people, you find you're dead.
This is why you get banned from the internet.
Shut up, I'll kill you.
There's a lot of issues. So
Shut up, this is a very important ritual. Joe, I'm gonna tear you up. You're gonna get hammered. You know, they were both the men and I was the bitch.
That was nuts.
You got beat up a little
It was
bit.
pretty awesome, actually.
Yeah.
You know,
Some first
the
aid.
only part you got wrong was that I was the pitching and they were catching. It was the
Okay.
other way around.
Yeah.
It was actually like Tim Dillon was like a drill sergeant. Joe was.
Yeah.
That's a joke, folks, not real. They're like Jones says he had.
No, but going back to that, I mean, most people don't realize how things are edited and
Yeah.
how things are taken
Well,
out
I'm
of
hoping
context.
that I can shine some light on that.
Yeah,
because
and I love that about your work.
A few of them called you like Ping Trip's one of the top deep fakers. It's not
I'm not a
deep
deep
faking.
faker.
It's a
Yeah.
joke. It's
Yeah.
an art form.
Yeah, I don't like being called a deep fake because it's just pure editing.
What
That's
would
all
you
it is.
call it? Like Mad Libs, video Mad Libs?
I would call it a sketch.
I want you to interview her a little bit. She doesn't want to be interviewed, but I'm gonna make her. So let's get back to my interview. You're gonna be interviewed at the end, baby. I'm gonna slow down now and
I
stop
won't
around.
do Inside Edition, but I will do.
You were. They had you on Inside Edition, right?
They know. I told them I wouldn't.
No, but they put you a picture of you.
They
that popped up
one
in
of
my
my YouTube videos and put like a tiny.
So they
went, oh, look at her, a yoga instructor.
I mean, most dudes are like, oh, he's got a hot yoga wife. What the hell's wrong with that?
I mean, I don't think that it was offensive or anything.
No,
but
Well, she didn't dress up for this. In fact, she dressed down. But maybe show them your guns. Let's get some high ratings here.
Yeah, that's some.
Later, come up the end. She's taking it off, folks.
She's got more guns.
No, sir,
than
she's taking it off.
We're
going X-rated at the end. It's gonna boost your ratings really good here.
Yeah, maybe that might boost.
Maybe show them your
ratings.
guns again.
Go ahead.
You show them your guns.
You're kind of fat. They're not like your guns.
They're pretty good.
You got.
Now show us your guns.
I mean, I remember pictures of Alex when he was younger. The body.
Show me your guns.
Oh yeah.
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 I don't even lift weights. I don't want to get bigger. I try to get smaller. Go ahead and show them your guns.
I don't lift weights because I don't want to get bigger. That's not how it works, Alex. But okay. He's like an 80s woman. I don't want to touch the weights because I don't want to be a big burly man.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's it. I got to start doing yoga. I know. It's for me.
Yoga, tennis, a little bit of weights.
All right, I'm going to slow down. I was interrupting you constantly. Pink Trip.
No,
We'll do
no.
the interview and she'll come back.
Hey, people are going to be interested in hearing what you got to say way more than what I got to say.
No.
So, but yeah, I play a lot of tennis too. So anytime you guys, I used to play in high school. It's my favorite.
Dude.
Yeah. So
Let's do it.
you guys ever want to do doubles? Just hit me up.
Love it.
But the one thing about you.
He's a proud showman. Oh, 100%, man. He is very proud to be. I mean, that's what he's an entertainer at its core. I mean, people don't realize that. Like, people just like think I mean, that's what all news is, you know? That's what I am. I mean, my hope is to entertain you. If I'm not entertaining, like, dear God, that's like, there's better stuff, you know? You know, that you should be entertained. I hope this is like a breath of fresh air. I didn't realize how long this interview was. For one, I thought this would be way more interesting. So far, it's been interesting and kind of boring.
Eating your neighbors.
I do remember.
Yeah, I always had to wonder, like, why wouldn't you just go across town and eat a stranger instead of one of your neighbors?
So I said, if they keep the lockdowns going worldwide, it's going to cause hundreds of millions to starve to death, and that's now happening. And people will revert to cannibalism. So I said, I want my liberal neighbors to know that I'm having to think about hanging you up by a chain and eating you. And I said, it was a 10-minute segment.
Mm-hmm.
I said at the beginning, this is satire, Jonathan Swift, but they cut it out, which I knew they do.
Yeah.
So I got the viral video out to cause the Spur event.
It was hilarious.
Only got 50 million views, and it brought a lot of folks back to the audience.
Yeah.
So I didn't commit the act of deception, but it's almost more corrupt in a way, and I admit it, that I knew, even though I put provisos the front and end, they would take it out of context. So that's kind of the only black magic I engage in, is manipulating mainstream media sometimes. I was kind of get an idea. I'm going to do Jonathan Swift. I was about to talk about starvation, cannibalism, how it was predicted with the lockdowns, which is happening in Latin America and mainly Africa. So I said, I'll just come out and say, screw it. I agree. Let's eat humans. I will eat my neighbors. I will eat your ass.
It's very odd how cannibalism is really kind of becoming this thing where it almost seems like it is trying to be normalized. And then you wonder if we end up in a situation where the economy just completely...
He just threw his drink on the ground. Things I would never do. Just, I don't care.
crumbles around us. It might actually become a reality because it has in many other societies.
Well, you know what that is.
Yeah.
If they can get you to not have any standards, they rule over you. So the CIA in the 50s and 60s is declassified, funded...
I love that. This part right here is declassified.
A lot of ugly art and a lot of really ugly architecture. And if you want to have ugly art for ugliness sake, I get it. If you want to have ugly architecture for that sake as an art piece, that is art. But they wanted to get rid of classical architecture, classical ideas.
It's almost as if you have to repeatedly scroll this as satire over your video. I know. Like, honestly, that's... like, that is one of the most frustrating things about YouTube, being a content creator anyways, is like, if people are just like so aggressive, up in arms about everything, that you have to tell people when you're joking. And like, that's part of the joke. That's why things are like, some things are so funny. It's because like that uncomfortability of like, is this a joke? Is this real? Am I laughing? Are we having a good time? Like that that's some of my favorite comedy, like Andy Kaufman kind of comedy, where it's like, he's going around wrestling women. It's like, wow, what a jerk. But it's so funny. Like you need, but in today's culture, it's like kids, Gen Z, some of like younger millennials and stuff. They like get offended by that humor. They're just like, it's so cringy. I can't take it. I don't know what to say. It's you look like you got a head rush. I feel like I got a head rush, man. It's like this nuts.
So that we wouldn't recognize archetypal beauty, so that we would accept a degraded society. So when they say you will eat the bugs, you will like it. You will drink the sewage, you will like it. You will live in a coffin apartment, you will like it. You won't be able to travel or do anything, you will like it. You don't get air conditioning or a car, but the elites get it, you will like it. They're lowering expectations and selling a dystopic view. And there's even white papers on how they did it. And that's my biggest frustration. A lot of folks that do like me think, oh, this guy's all dialed in, he's a mastermind, how does he know all this? No, it's all in the white papers. It's all in the globalist documents. And I probably read.
Like, it's too funny, it has to be a joke. Yeah, right. I know, like, if you laugh at something, just allow yourself to laugh. Don't be like, wait, is he joking or not? Just laugh. I mean, people are like, we're in a weird time where people are willing to even police themselves. They're just like, should I be laughing at that? Like, no, if you're laughing is an involuntary reaction. If you force laughter, you're a psychopath. You know, like what the frick? If you have to force laughter, you're nuts. You're just like, oh, it's okay to laugh at this? Oh, I love Jimmy Fallon. God. It goes over their heads, probably. Well, also, it's not even necessarily it goes over their head. They're just like so full of anxiety that they can't just allow themselves to be, you know? Allow yourselves to be present in the moment. They're always thinking of like, what is this person's real intentions at this moment? You will get burlap clothing and you will tolerate it. Yeah, exactly. Yes. It'll be itchy, but you'll love it.
Not exaggerating. 300 books written by Bertrand Russell and Zbigniew Brzezinski and Henry Kissinger and David Rockefeller and all the rest of them. And I'll be honest, the last decade, I can't read any more of it. There's people like Jay Dyer that now reads all the new ones that are even worse. I mean, I did read The Fourth Turning and The Great Reset by Klaus Schwab. It's all like a pop version of what the Fabian socialists, the technocrats, transhumanists set up. So it's the same book. I mean, I probably only read 5 globalist, I read 10 globalist books in the last 10 years.
Take Saturday Night Live, for example. Those guys were considered the edgiest comedies of the eras. Now it's just sad. 100%. A comedy should be in the gray areas, in the edge, you know, in the itchy chic. Yeah. It should be... people should be like real comedy is people will be offended, people will be uncomfortable, people will and it's not for everyone. That's like the point of comedy. It's very subjective. It's art. So there are some people that are going to absolutely love it and think it's hilarious, and some people are going to absolutely despise it, but that's okay. That's the whole point of comedy. It's like content creators. It's why like some people are going to hate my channel and some people are going to love it because the people that love it will feel like, he's like me or thinks like me or like I connect with this person. And then the people that hate it are just going to hate it. But now we're in this weird rule now where it's like we got to police people so that they all think like me, you know? Yeah, you said it right. Thank you. It's just a crazy time to be
Twice, read like 2 a week because it's all the same crap. And it is a cult of transhumanism. Humanity sucks. We should all be gotten rid of. We should all die. And I'm like, great. I agree. We've actually got some problems. We are overpopulated in some areas. How about you blow your heads off first? Oh,
Brendan, what's up? Welcome back.
No. But they need to rule everything. They need to oversee our death. Well, I'm sorry. You can't call people to starve to death in Africa and you know all the rest of this while you're flying around on jumbo jets with 20 hookers. Yeah. It's BS, man. While they're launching GMO and genetic engineering, it's actually hurting the earth. So I agree the earth is in trouble. It's not from CO2. It's from genetic engineering, overfishing, deforestation and biological weapons, chemical weapons, Japan creating artificial suns, China creating them, the U.S., fission fusion, Europe with the Hadron Superconducting Super Collider. This is all stuff that mainline scientists say has a good chance of causing a black hole, a strangelet, or events that'll make a hydrogen bomb look like a firecracker compared to a hydrogen bomb.
Yeah. That would be terrifying if we just opened a black hole in the middle of Earth.
Well, they've done it, actually.
Yeah.
But they're very controlled in these big, high-powered magnetic systems.
Oh, the Earth is doomed. Yeah, it certainly feels that way now. I was like following him, and I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I can't. We need a revolution, but at least we gotta play F-Zero. Yeah, exactly. At least we got to play Super Mario. Don't ever forget that. At least we got to hang out together. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
To hold it in place.
Yeah.
And when the U.S. first did fission fusion 40 years ago or so, it was secret. Then about 35 years ago, they did it on national TV, a small one. And then Japan did it. But China's doing it with $3 trillion. They have three $1 trillion facilities where they were doing it underground, then they were doing it inside warehouses. Now they're launched one into the sky.
And I thought Pelosi was scary. Yeah, for real, for real. She is scary, man. Not to freak you out, but what the heck? Is Pelosi a babe? Yes or no? That's the new question. That's the new question. Is she hot? Don't you dare say no. Swear to God. Swear to God. No, everyone say no. Don't you dare. Everyone say no. Son of a gun. Oh my God, she's hotter than the $2 pistol. Exactly. She's a total babe. What are you going to do? Where are her pants? Good question. Oh wait, are they fake? No, they're not fake. I don't know. Huh? She heard you guys. She saw the poll. She's pissed. I typed in da 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 da. I don't. Where's her on the beach? Denied. There she is. I mean, in comparison to cheap Vegas hookers, like maybe. Yeah. Wait, how cheap? Not that I know. F tyrants. Yeah, 100%.
To see if it would like self-replicate and basically take on atmosphere.
How drunk would I be? Very.
They believe they would launch it into space.
Okay.
So I'm not a quantum mechanics or mathematician, but there's a lot of equations that say if it started sucking in atmosphere, it could expand.
Okay.
Probably not good to create a new sun on the surface of Earth. But again, that's not a problem. Alex Jones is the bad guy.
Yeah, yeah. But when it comes back to the court case that just happened, on appeal,
there's not enough booze in the world.
It's going to get overturned on appeal, isn't it?
Here we go.
Let me be completely honest.
I'm not a lawyer, but to me, it's like, how's this not a First Amendment protected thing?
I told Norm Pattis, my lawyer in Connecticut, who's a very respected constitutional lawyer and one of the only guys who had the balls to take the case. He's a national, he was, Larry Spence, he's retired now, but he was known as the top lawyer in America. Well,
are we talking St. Patty's drunk or drunk like a bachelor party? New Year's Eve drunk.
My lawyer is his lawyer.
Okay.
So, I mean, Norm Pattis is as good as it gets. And he thought it would be 75 million, 15 plaintiffs. I told him a week before on the day of the verdict, I said, it'll start at $1 billion. I said, I think their verdict will be $1 billion. then there's attorney's fees, and then there's a thing called cutpa or cutpa. I said, I think it'll come in at $2 billion. If there's any hope for America, I'm not just talking to my lawyers, I've talked to a lot of famous ones off record, and they said, the way the judge found you guilty in Texas and Connecticut, said you were defaulted, showed all the evidence you gave it to him, wouldn't let you respond to evidence, and did this both with the $50 million verdict in Texas and the $1 billion verdict, or $965 million verdict in Connecticut, 100% should be fully over.
A Christmas party with Nancy and Diane. Now we're talking.
But because of the political climate in America, and because the power structure wants to start censoring, they may uphold it, but it doesn't matter. Because I've been completely transparent. I have $1.5 million in the bank. My company has $1 million. The $1.5 million I have is for appeals and for further court battles. They have a third standing thing coming up. I never tried to amass much money, so it means nothing to me. How I started out telling you about my ex-wife, and how at the end of that divorce I had nothing. So it means nothing to me. I'm way more upset about the economy and the world and everybody else because I'm a selfish bastard. And if everything's falling apart and other people aren't doing well and crime's exploding, what future do my 4 children have? So when I care about other people, it's legitimately because I'm a selfish son of a bitch. Now, on an instinctive level, I have empathy and I really care, but that's because my head's screwed on. I have that instinct to want to help people and want to empower people, a classical liberal idea, because that's what builds a civilization.
Nope, solid nope. You're missing out, Papa.
And so, on a scale of 1 to 10, their $1 billion verdict is a joke. It's a 1, and nuclear war or an artificial black hole getting created at the CERN system.
4 Zandy bars, a bottle of fire, drunk when he... Yeah, I know.
Super collider, it's a 10. Or that's a 9. God getting rid of us and blowing us up is a 10. And so that's what I'm saying to these people is they get upset that I don't care.
Now, Angela Lansbury, I don't know who that is. I feel like you just made that name up. You made that up. Oh my God! Now I know who that is. Okay, yeah, you're right. I mean, Angela's a total babe. You're right. All right, new poll. Okay, you have to choose one. Who's that? It's her. Don't you know who this is? She's like on so many. Mary Poppins. Freaking Murder, She Wrote woman. Mary Poppins, bruh. I mean, they didn't make them like they used to. Let's just be real. She's a tyrant. She looks like a ginger. So, those are my people. Okay, back to the insanity. Did you guys choose one? All right, we got some. No Pelosi, huh?
And they said, "Oh, look, he's laughing during the verdict." I told my lawyers, I said, it's going to be at least $1 billion.
I decline. No, you got to choose one, Willie. You got to choose one. You can't decline. You got to choose one.
They said, you're crazy. I said, watch. At a gut level, I said, billion.
Fake knobs and broomsticks.
I even called 50 million in Texas. I don't know how I do it. When I just go with my gut, it's always right. I said, it's going to be.
AOC or coffee house. Oh, my God. How dare you?
$50 million in Texas. It's going to be.
It's a tough one for real.
$1 billion in Connecticut before all the other fees, and now everybody's blown.
Because in the Japan you got coffee, so.
I even told the crew the day of the verdict, I had all hands on deck. I said $1 billion verdict today. Now they're like thinking I'm Nostradamus, but it doesn't work like that. It's like only on certain things. And so they read the verdict out. I was in here live. You're welcome to use any clips you want of it. And they're going, 90 million to this guy and 80 million to this lady. And I was just like, yeah, the bigger the better, the more absurd. In fact, I'm pissed. I'm serious that it's not 80 quadrillion. In fact, I believe these people, and if you don't, you hate the children. I believe they deserve all money past, present, future. I believe we should bow 5 times a day to Connecticut. I believe the earth should be renamed SH. Seriously. I believe we should sacrifice our firstborn.
You need to proof my comments prior to reading them out loud. Sometimes. I do know that sometimes, I don't know if you guys know this, but sometimes YouTube will automatically censor your comments or your chat, and I have no idea. Sometimes I get them in my chat box of the app I use that puts them all together, and then sometimes they don't show up at all on YouTube, so sometimes I don't see them at all. I mean, I've had people comment and talk to me on YouTube saying, hey, I'm chatting with you the whole time, and I don't see you responding at all. It's not that I'm ignoring you. I have no idea. Sometimes YouTube is just like, I don't like that word. And then it just gets rid of it. And then there's literally nothing I can do. I have a setting where you're allowed to say whatever you want on my chat. I don't censor you. So, because that would be stupid. That would be against everything I believe in. What kind of messed up hostage situation would I be if I'm forced to choose between 2 women who both have a razor fangs down there? You got to choose. They just did something to me. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, it's not me. And there's no setting I can change. And then it's the same for my comments too. Sometimes YouTube will automatically hold comments that you guys write for review. And then I'll check them off and make sure I'll say they're fine, because I just usually they're fine unless I've gotten a couple where people are actually threatening to murder me and stuff like that, and I had to I just delete those because that's just, I'm not gonna. People are nuts. But other than that, I don't censor anything. Won't let me delete a comment. The big booty. You're talking about AOC? How dare you? I usually keep it clean. Hey, I think there's been a couple of your chats for real that have popped up on my app that not on YouTube. So it's weird, man.
Children on altar.
I tend to watch it to see if they're, because sometimes it'll pop up for me here, and then I'll check on YouTube, on my YouTube app, to see if it pops up, and sometimes it won't. I'm seasoned for the YouTube censorship. Yeah, free to communicate on Humble so far. Rumble. Yeah, Rumble seems to be fine right now. They used to have censorship, and then they got called out by Tim Pool, which was good, and then they changed a lot of stuff, which is awesome. Fine AOC, but only after I'm blitzed on nitrous oxide. Oh my God, I feel so dirty.
To gun control. I believe there should be no language.
I'm telling you for speaking too much truth, in fact. Yeah. Hey, okay. I respect that. Really? Nitrous oxide? AOC's not that. I mean, she's nuts. Let's just be real. She's crazy.
But these people's names. I mean, I don't think they're opportunists. I don't think it's bad they've got hundreds of millions in charity and 73 million from Remington. I think it should go on and on and on. I love the fact that I'm the devil. They're coming out forever. It's just beautiful. Yeah. So seriously, overkill it. Why didn't you give a quadrillion? Why didn't you give a quadrillion?
Derek needs more subscribers. I'm trying to. I feel like I'm not aggressive enough sometimes for Rumble. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up. I feel like I gotta unleash my demon side of me, the crazy side of me, and for Rumble, get Rumble traction. I don't know. I'm growing on Rumble, but not as. I think Rumble also. There's not enough people that go on Rumble that are just searching for things and looking around. There's a lot of people on Rumble that will look for specific people and only follow that one person. That's why I don't know. Maybe I'm just making that up, but I just feel like that's kind of what Rumble is, because I feel like some people go on Rumble for Russell Brand, and some people go on Rumble for Andrew Tate, or Crowder when he gets banned. But I don't know. I've never actually used Rumble search before. But I'm glad you did, Willie, because you're awesome. Don't let anybody tell you different. Tumblr still exists. I used Tumblr for 5 minutes. Then I stopped.
Why? Because you hate the families and the children.
That's a good point.
That jury hated those.
It's not easy to try to build a following these days. No, it is hard as crap. I know. I wish I would have got good when the people got good, Early days like Steven Crowder. There's no way Steven Crowder would ever be the channel he is today if he didn't start early on. YouTube has gotten a little better with the shorts things. Like as soon as they allow shorts, I've been growing in subscribers more, but you're never gonna find me in a search bar. You just won't. Didn't Tumblr get taken down after those hillbillies went blind? I don't know what you're talking about. Nancy, stop censoring my comments. Nancy hates you, bro.
Families and cheated them. Oh! Why did you not give them trillions? Again, it's all the overkill. It's all the...
Dude, that is nuts. He is slapping the crap out of himself. I think Rumble is missing recommendations, but yeah, maybe that's it too. Like anytime I go on Rumble and I just like look up recommendations and stuff, it's always like the cringiest channels. It's always like the same channels. Like, let's go to Rumble. And it's always like, I don't know. Like weird updates, black UFOs. I don't know who these people are. Live right now, most followed live streams. He's on that smack. They probably won't even have me as live. Ari Hoffman show. Lo-fi hit, but I think I don't even think my thing is connecting right now with let's see, like you go to my content, like I don't even think is it streaming? Weird updates, black UFOs. Okay, it is. I am streaming on Rumble. It must have just started like connecting. Rumble has been like hit and miss, man. I don't really know what to say about Rumble. Sometimes someone is here in incognito. That happens a lot too, or people will just like watch and not chat. But oh, it says 2 people are watching on Rumble. Okay, it's hard to keep. I don't know, but no one's chatting on Rumble, so just bring this down in case those of you who are watching on Rumble. Feel free to chat. I have my chat open. I thought I wasn't working, but now it is. Show yourself. I haven't uploaded in 8 months. Tried going for 20 views for 4K back down. Weird numbers tell me censorship. Yeah, it is real. Censorship is real, man. Like, and it's kind of hard with YouTube. You got to really catch the grift at the right moment, you know? If you can get down regulated, and sometimes you could feel like what you're about to say is like awesome, and they don't think it's awesome, and then they like downrank you immediately. Sneaky frack. I thought this like Alex Jones thing was going to be way more interesting. So far, it's been kind of boring. Except for when he brought his wife on. That was weird. Anyone in down censorship is not paying attention. 100%, man. Yeah, censorship's real. Well, they see it as like their way of controlling their platform, and what they deem as like more YouTube friendly than the others. I get it, but it's also just hard. It's hard to like. You would think YouTube would be like, hey, we can make way more money if we just allow everyone to speak their minds, and then allow every channel to grow as much as possible, and allow people to be free with growing, and then more people will subscribe and more people will watch at YouTube, and then we'll make more money off ad revenue and stuff like that. Instead, they're like, no, we're going to be the gatekeepers of the day, and we're going to only allow certain things to explode. We're only going to allow certain commentators to explode because we know them, or we feel safe with them and stuff like that, as opposed to just allowing it to be the wild, wild west, how it should be, how the internet should be. That's what the internet used to be so amazing. You used to be able to put anything on YouTube. I know. I grew up in the time where YouTube was nuts. I mean, I think there was like times where I grew up, we would watch like people being beheaded. You know, like I remember like having to turn my head away from how insane some of the YouTube videos I used to watch. It's kind of boring. We spent 5 minutes on the subject of banging Pelosi and Angela. Best 5 minutes ever. Okay, good. Okay, all right, I'll change it up. We should do like a tier template. I'm gonna go to popular. I saw this website. Okay, let's do a tier template to end this stream with, because I've been going on for 3 hours and 20 minutes. Holy crap. Thank you for everyone who's been hanging out with me this long. You guys are nuts. A week ago, you had 36 people watching a Rumble. Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, I'll probably have more tomorrow for, we got a couple debates. Okay, we're going to do a tier. 90s hot act. You guys choose. 90s hot actors. Hottest actresses, or where's a fun one? Or it's all dumb. Hold on, let me find something. Let's do actors and actresses. I like that. Okay, we're gonna do. Okay. Here's the tier list we're gonna do. DILF actors, or hottest actresses. Which one? put in the chat. Tell me DILF. Okay, hold on. I'll do a poll. Okay, DILF actors or hottest actresses. Which one? You guys choose. Well, we're gonna make this together. You guys hit the poll. All right, we got 1 vote. We got 3 votes. We got 3 votes. There are more people in the chat. Those of you watching on Rumble, let me know. Please let me know. You're a part of this as much as everyone on every other platform is a part of this. Okay. All right, we have 3 votes. Uh-oh, DILF actress is winning. Hit the polls. The polls are in. Get in the chat if you're on other platforms like Twitch and stuff like that. I never get any traction on Twitch. I don't know why. I don't know. I don't have a hot tub stream. I guess I got to take my shirt off. I found you about 6 months ago clicking on the live button. Oh. Well, that's awesome. I hope that happens more. Hot. It's 50-50. In the polls, it's 50-50. Someone needs to change that hasn't been in the polls. What's a DILF? Dudes. You don't know what a DILF is? Like the dudes. DILF actors. Like dude actors. Who the hottest guys. You don't know what a DILF is. No homo shit. No, it's not homo, dude. All right. Okay, we have hottest actresses. All right. The hottest one. We almost had to do DILFs. There was a time I felt like I was the only one watching and I wasn't saying anything. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't ever be afraid to, if those of you who are watching, don't be afraid to comment with me. Like, I'm not gonna like loud you out or something. I'm just gonna say hi. You could just say hi, or like, I watch your show, or like, you're a douche. Like, I don't care. Just as long as you're not just like telling me like you're gonna like murder my whole family. All right, we got to do this together. I gotta put some music. It could be hot. It could be both hot women. Let's put some music. Let's get some like cheap music in the background. 7 of the smartest people I know are right here. Yeah, thank you. You guys are all amazing. You kidding me? I thought I did all this stuff already. Okay. Whatever. Okay, AOC is a fraud. Tommy, what's up? Okay, we're doing hottest actresses. 7 of the smartest people. Okay. This is going to get me in trouble. All right. Who is this? All right. Okay, it goes from S being the highest, A, B, C, D. It's like super hot. Where does she go? Bottom, top, middle. You got to be harsh. You can't just like sort of do it. You got to go hard. Where does she go? C. D. C. B. Is it B? Are we doing B? Okay, I'm just gonna solid B. Okay, I'm feeling a B too. All right. Megan Fox. I don't even see her on the list. You would think she'd be on the list. Okay, I don't know. Let's just find people we like. I mean, because we could be here all day. Oh my God, that's so many women. This would take like 3 hours. Okay. Oh, what about her? What's her face? She is, what's her, she's, what? She sings that stupid Disney song, like the princess or the Frozen princess. C. Think of a C for me. What are you guys feeling? C, D, C, B. Secretly the hottest. Megan Fox like 10 years ago. She's like way too skinny now. C. F. Brendan, how dare you? No, I'm putting her in C. Ginger, I don't touch gingers because I'm one. They look like my sister. She's a fellow Michigander. See? Okay, we're... I don't know who these people are. Oh, okay, this girl. I can't stand her. She's on Pitch Perfect. I'm going D. Is everyone in agreement? She's on Pitch Perfect. She was like annoying to me. Seinfeld or something? Seinfeld? She's a D for me. I don't know who that is. Yeah, D. Okay, cool. Oh, Eva Longoria? Okay. She might be... Eva might be an A for me. We're going A? For Eva? I think I'm going A for her. Eva Longoria. I don't know if I'm going S. All right. Eva's a D? What? Come on. The two guys? B plus? You guys are out of your mind. You guys have high standards. Okay, Mila Kunis. Where's Mila Kunis going? I think I'm going to put her as a C. I don't know. Mia Kunis. B. Okay. I think I'm going... Okay, I'm going to put her as B, actually. I changed my mind. She's a free spirit. I don't know. Mila Kunis is an A? What did I put as... No, I'm not putting her as an A. I got her as a B, too. I don't... Is this the girl from freaking Rings of Power? It looks like it. I'm going to put her as a D because I think it is. I freaking hate the Rings of Power. Okay. Oh, crazy. Here we go. Crazy woman. She speaks Klingon? No way, dude. I'm not she barely moves her mouse when she talks, though. She's just like... Okay, I'll put her as a C. Apparently all my blondes are C. Crazy. I'm putting her as a C because she's crazy. Okay, D. Yeah, when she pooped in the bed, that was enough. There's no F. Is there an F? No, there's no F. All right. I'm only doing ones I know. I'm like, I know her, but I don't really care. Oh, okay. Ferris. I always kind of like Ferris. But she's not like that. She's like marriage material because she's funny. Poop bed. Yeah, exactly. Are we doing is C okay for Ferris? Apparently it's all blondes. Poop bed. C. I mean, Anna Faris. C. I don't care about those people. I don't like any. Oh, okay. Brunette Ferris. Yeah, I think I did too. C is fine. Okay, thank God. I forget her name, but she's in like a bunch of comedy movies. She's also like marriage material because she's funny. I'm gonna put her as. I'll put her as a D. Sorry. Where's Salma Hayek? I don't know. If you see her, I don't really care about you. All right. Is that Chelsea Handler? Ew. Let's not do obvious ones. Oh, God. What? Brie Larson? She is the worst. I'm putting her as a D. Brie Larson in the Marvel movie. Ugh. Right? Heather Graham. That's it. Thank you. She's funny though, so it's like 97 Hark is straight up S. We don't have any S's. You guys haven't told me an S yet either. We've been very strict, which is crazy because there's no way any of these women would date any of us in the chat. Brie Larson ranks with Pelosi as like annoying. Yeah. Okay. I don't. Okay, what's her face? What's her name? She's funny. I put. She's like in Superbad. What is her name? I'll put her as a C. Even though she's a ginger. What's her name? Do you guys know her name? What's her name? Am I the only one that's blanking? I forget her name. This is a tough one, guys. What's her name? You would be surprised. Emma Stone. Thank you. What would I be surprised by? Oh, she's funny too. What is her name? Like Papa, you're killing me with these names, man. You're killing it. Anyone else could have him or her right now? Maybe. I kind of had a crush on her. I forget her name though. I put her as a C. What is her name? Mama Stone A. Okay. I know you, but I don't care. Same with you. I want to care about these people, you know? I might have to like redo Catherine Keenan. Man, Papa, I'm going to take you to trivia night, bro. That's it. You're coming with me to trivia night. Drew Barrymore. Okay. You're sweet because of your reign. I'll put you on the list. All right. Oh, I love her too. What is her name? She's in like Papa, what's her name? You know her name. She's in one of my favorite movies, Dog Show. Put her as a C. What is her name? She's in Best in Show. That's the movie. God, that movie's so good. What is her name? But she's also Elizabeth Banks. God. God, you're killing me, dude. Freaking Elizabeth. Yes, it's Elizabeth. As soon as you type it, I'm like, I know exactly who that is. You probably know everybody on here. Okay. I'm going through the list. Okay, Halle Berry. Where does Halle Berry go? This would be like the widest thing if you don't say like if we were all black, it'd be like S. B. Where's Halle Berry go? I think I'm losing people. Oh, I just. Did I just? Okay, I didn't lose it. I was like, oh my God, if I lost it all. If I lost it all, and you weren't my friend. Where do you put in Halle Berry? Halle Berry is an A. 2000s Halle Berry, A. That's true. We'll put her up there. All right. Uma Thurman. I have never been like an Uma Thurman fan. It's something like Uma Thurman. I can't stand this lady. Oh, Brendan put her as a C? Yeah. Maybe her now. What? I forget her name. She's annoying to me though. She's all busted now. Okay. This might be our first S. What's her name? Super Wonder Woman. I'm putting her as an S. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. Papa, what's her name? What's Wonder Woman's name? I forget. I feel like you're just looking it up on Google. You're cheating. You're a cheater. She might be the first S. S, you mean an A? How dare you, dude? No, she's going to the... No, S is the top. Like, super hot. I guess. I don't know anybody. Sorry, Willie. You don't know any of these people? I mean, I know, like, a lot of... Okay, where does she go? What's her name? Catherine? No, not Catherine Zeta-Jones. What is her name? She's a babe too. I'd put her as a B. What is her name? I'm blanking on all these people's names, dude. I'm not cheating. I've seen a lot of movies. Yeah, same with me. But I just like I know their movies. Like she walks by herself in the mountains. No, that's not Brittany Murphy. Brittany Murphy is this girl. That's Brittany Murphy. Reese Witherspoon. That's it. All right, but we'll do Brittany Murphy too. Didn't Brittany Murphy die? Like after she shot? I put her as a C. Legally Blonde, yes. Oh, there's everyone's favorite. That's why everyone in the chat was getting after me on Megan Fox. There she is. Okay, we'll put her. A? Do we put her at A? Because I just feel like S is for natural. I'm behind 20. Okay. 20 seconds? Oh, sorry. I'm almost done with this list, and then we'll rearrange and make sure we have it right. Okay, we'll add Gabby's just so we have some more diversity. Put Gabby as... Gabby's pretty. I'll put her as a C. Megan Fox is weird. She is natural. Sort of. Megan Fox is super weird. I mean, there was like a time where she was like drinking someone's blood or something. I don't remember. There was like a weird... I don't really like this actress, even though people think she's hot. I don't know. She's annoying to me. This girl, she's annoying. Okay. Okay. Here's another one. I like her, but I'm blanking on her name. She's a D, but she's up there. And the face has nothing weird about it. Yeah. This is too many faces, you know? Okay, Emma Watson, Harry Potter. I'll put her as a C. She came out and exposed the pedos. Yeah, that is one thing. Well, that's why she's an A. She gets street cred. Megan Fox gets street cred. I don't really care about her as an actress. Cameron Diaz, maybe like during The Mask. Brittany Murphy got killed by the elites and said it was mold. That was like the Brittany Murphy thing was very weird. Yeah, Emma's a C. Oh crap! I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. All right, I appreciate you guys. This has been fun. But that's our list so far. At least that's what for me. You could judge me all you want. Tell her husband died of the same thing. Yeah, Emma's a C. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go walk my dog and then go work out. I appreciate every single one of you guys. This has almost been a 4-hour live stream. This is my longest live stream of just a show. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. It's meant so much to me that you hung out with me for this whole time. I mean, good Lord. There's not a lot of 4-hour shows out there. One-man show. I mean, just me and you, and we're hanging out. We're having a good time. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. But I will see you live tomorrow. I will go live a little earlier tomorrow so we can hang out. I think there's a couple debates. I don't know if they're interesting. So if they're not interesting, we'll just do live call-ins. But tomorrow's show will be a live call-in show. So long streams are the best. Oh, good. Tomorrow's show will be a live call-in show. So if you feel comfortable calling in and you're not going to say stupid stuff, I mean, you can say whatever you want. I don't care. Just don't say something that's going to immediately get me kicked off. You're wrong. A lot of people stream long. Oh, okay. Good. Well, that's how you grow long lives. Long lives. Sometimes it's the shorts right now, but at least on Twitch, I cannot grow on Twitch. Twitch is like impossible. I don't know what it is. I think I just need to like take off my shirt. This is the new TV, 100%. That's true. Yeah, no commercials. So, but I appreciate you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Enjoy your night. See you tomorrow. You will get trolls, but just hang up. That's true. I will just hang up. Thanks for the laughs, dude. Hey, no, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. And just remember that this was my only S. She's Jewish, so I'm not Kanye. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Twitch is for turds. Twitch is for far leftists. Let's just be real. You have to be a far leftist to enjoy Twitch. I don't know, like, it's just not for anybody that is in the middle. That's just how it, I don't get how, like, it's not for other people that think differently ever. It's like, you have to believe this forever. Twitch is for turds. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. Peace out. You guys are the best. Love you. Bye-bye.